there actually. I was like, oh, Kevin's gone around then. Kevin wasn't gone. That was kind of crazy.
I didn't. I have no idea how I slept in, but I'm glad I did. Second to highest points scored against me. So
Speaking of points scored, Swiffer is now going to do a detailed, exhaustive account of what happened last time on the Scattered Sea, Dungeons and Dragons podcast adventure. That's not a podcast.
Alright, prepare yourself.
Also, we're going to go back to the classic whiteboard because I've not prepared anything else.
Okay.
And Swiffer, could you bring a little? Can you bring a little energy to it?
Okay. We're fighting the lava monster. Aldar loses his longsword. A ray of frost and the monster roars.
Oh shit! Can you do the roar?
Roar.
Okay, good.
Monster's in defense mode. He gets smaller. The room goes dark. Once the darkness clears, a soldier standing where the monster was. It grabs Aldar. We kill the next phase. A suit of armor is left. His sword is stuck in the column. Combat ends. We leave and rest. Dub.
In the moment, it felt like more than that happened. But I guess that is the gist of it.
Yep.
Sarah, is that how you remember it?
Sarah's pissed at you, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it, you know what I mean?
That's how I recall.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically how I remember it. A lot more cool climactic moments. Old boy almost died. No big deal.
It's a great epic fight.
Yeah, we had a really cool fight. Nomad, like, unfucked himself from dying, like, twice. But we don't have to...
It was beautiful.
That's in the past, and this is
those
a group focused on
sick.
Yeah, my monster did not want to get hurt. He was playing like his life depended on it. And I was very proud of him, and it hurt when he died. Is that what you guys want to hear? That it hurt me a lot? Because it did.
He did a good job, fella.
Yeah, he's the best of us.
Well,
yeah, but now he's gone. And you guys emerged from this volcano-like structure, and it was pretty dark out. So I think we made camp. Does that sound right to everybody?
correct. We took a long nap.
Yeah.
Not the long nap.
Yes. I needed
Yeah.
it.
Even in like the twilight of the two moons, that's right. I just decided this world has two moons. And yeah,
How's
yes.
the tides work?
Man, the fucking fantasy is how the tides work. Okay? Okay? It's a fantasy world and the tides are magical.
Yeah.
Okay?
You see what the
Okay.
hell?
Jesus Christ. You know what? No.
Second moon is what's making it so hard to be able to reach our boat. Because the second moon is only on this island, but when we're
Yeah,
at sea, it's
yeah.
on the
You
second
could be
moon.
in another space and time for all you know. Anyway, that's not what's happening. I don't want. That's not canonical. Reggie, strike that. That's not part of it. I don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah, but you guys are sitting around the campfire, and even in the twilight of these beautiful double moon and stars, you can see the forest around you looks a bit less dense. There's less vines and roots and bullshit and darkness all around you. And you set up camp. And I need someone to volunteer to roll.
Before we do that,
Yes.
I would like to do a nature check. I want to check the vibe because this sleeping here doesn't feel like sleeping in a normal island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting a bad vibe, but I'm getting an unusual vibe. You know,
Yeah.
could be nothing, could be something, but I'm nature checking.
Sounds like JP has been studying how to play the game by Drew and Drew Enterprises, and I'm very proud to hear.
I roll a very strong 1.
You feel that you think you might be outside, but it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
You think, like, for sure, you spent time outside, you know what outside smells like, but you're not
I've seen the outside. I've
100%.
seen the outside on pictures.
You've got ideas of what the outside might look like, but you're
I
just
once
not
was told
sure.
a story about the outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you think, based on that story, that might be what you have now.
Yeah. I turn around and I ask Amaya, "Are we outside?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
And
story of
with
my life
my
right now.
roll of 4, I say, I think we are outside.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
look at
look at them.
Nomad.
In
Confused.
disbelief, and I'm gonna fall asleep, like right now.
In real life.
IRL.
Earl.
MC, you want to roll whatever?
Yeah, go ahead and see. Roll 1d6, actually.
I was gonna actually fall asleep in the game, but I guess I'll roll.
Yeah. Instead of that, let's do not that.
Let's see. 1d6. Is it the regular looking
Pretend
dice?
you're playing Monopoly, and it's your turn to roll.
It's not the weird looking dice. It's the regular looking one.
It's the regular
Correct.
looking dice.
I
Hi,
got
everyone.
6.
Thank you for joining us for MC's first game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh shit! I'm on my wrong character, but I rolled a 6. So.
Delicious. Japer, before we keep going, make sure you do whatever you have to do to claim your character in D&D Beyond. I don't know what that means. I think you just have to log in and literally click claim, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think yours is the only
I'm doing
one.
it.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't know where, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm a grown up and shit.
I believe that you're capable of anything.
I have been a grown up before.
Yeah,
I got this.
You through Christ, anything is possible. So, I started some music that you guys can't hear, but it's on the thing. Aldar, you have a quiet moment. Some people are gathering wood for the campfire. Maybe what's some other stuff that people do to prepare for like camp at night?
Make a tent.
Yeah.
Some type of structure.
Well, let's not be sexual. Just keep it low key. You know what I mean? Like keep it normal. But
Yeah.
All right.
No tent pitching. Where it's actually PG. Yeah, Jesus Christ. But
But
yeah, everyone else is kind of busy. And Aldar, you finish up your tent first, and you sit by the fire and have a contemplative moment. Contemplative.
Contemplative.
Contemplative. Thank you, Sliver.
Ooh.
How about a contemporary moment?
Sometimes
How
the
about that?
PhD had to come in and straighten shit out.
Yeah.
Adam, you don't know anything about that, but everyone else on the call has a PhD.
Yeah.
You'll get there, champ. Keep studying.
Yeah, I'm a little behind. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed for you.
Actually, thank you guys for letting me join.
Yeah,
join
for
the
sure.
group.
No big
Even
deal.
that one.
No big deal.
Anytime.
MVD.
Yeah.
Aldar, you have a quiet moment to yourself. And basically, the system I have is like a character rolls, and whoever they roll is the person they're going to have a scene with. But in this case, you rolled yourself. So all the pressure's on you. You're in a quiet moment looking at this fire. What's a moment that you remember? You've just survived a fight with a huge lava monster. You're in this theoretically cursed jungle. Do you remember maybe your time in the military or time you went camping with your grandpa when you were a child? You take the reins from here, but I need to know a little bit about Aldar and what he's thinking about right now. And I'm going to paint you a picture of a fire while you think about it.
Yeah, sitting around a fire.
Yeah.
I just kind of think about it's very meditative. So it'd be something pretty simple, like a singular thing, not a complex thought of like maybe I'm thinking like Aldar is missing bacon right now.
Okay, so you took it in a different direction.
I don't know where he was going, but I'm fucking loving it.
I'm happy we're here. Yeah, I'm happy this is where we ended up. Yes, you can almost smell it. Yeah. You guys have been eating fucking Arger birds and like salvaged meat. Like you've been eating trash for a long time.
My tummy hurts right now.
You haven't been to Fantasy Applebee's in like 6 months.
Oh, margaritas.
Yeah, the fucking buy one get one BOGO apps. Like you haven't had any of that.
Damn it.
and your tummy actually grumbles pretty loudly. Red River, you think you heard it come from the forest because you rolled such a poor nature check.
I
but
ready my
it's-
weapon because I'm on
Yeah,
standby.
you
know
think
what
it's like
I'm
a fucking cougar could come out at any moment.
But then I use my tremor sense and identify the source of the grumbling.
Yeah, you
to
feel
be Aldar.
through your feet and through the ground, both you and Nomad sense his tummy begin to rumble.
And I make a mental note to prioritize securing bacon for the team.
Yeah, the team needs bacon. The morale is at an all-time low. But who's staying up tonight? Who's keeping watch?
Me, it's my turn.
Red River, make me a survival check, please. As the thought and smell of bacon wafts through the air.
I will make a survival check, Drew. Because I'm a grown-up and I know how to find that.
I believe in you. It is alphabetical.
4.
Oh shit. Oops.
I brought the strongest rolls today, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
A 1 followed by a 4.
Did you say a 4?
That's what I said, unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Thank you. See? Delicious.
A,
Good to know
a
that we're all on the same wavelength here. Let me see what a
I'm gonna
4
cook
gets
this
you.
bacon really quick. Let me put them on the fire.
You don't hear anything at all. As the night
Really
passes.
good, Aldar.
Thank you.
besides the grumbles of the stomachs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear some
Okay.
tummy grumbles, and Aldar, you say you're cooking something on the fire?
I'm putting that fantasy bacon on the fire right now.
Oh, so
In
you're
the
like-
whiteboard at least.
Okay, but in reality, in D&D, you're just thinking hard about bacon.
I think in D&D, I'm like hallucinating the bacon. it's
Okay.
it's all good over here.
Okay, so you're having a moment in real life
Yeah.
and in D&D. Now we're all thinking about bacon. Thank you so much. Red River with a 4. You don't recognize anything, and everything seems totally fine.
What I'm at, yeah.
Who do
what
you
my
wake
life
up
right
for the second shift here? Or are you pulling
Yeah,
it
it's,
all nighter?
No, it's 2 in the morning. I'm hitting
Yeah,
the hay.
it's
and,
tired. Yeah. Who do you poke?
I'm
I'll
it's
get
just
it.
Soros. Sorry, it's Angus's turn. So I poke Angus and I'm like, hey dude, you're up.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go like lurk up in a tree and hide myself away and watch and take watch.
Oh shit,
Love that.
that's cool.
Love that.
Make
I love
me
that. I
a-
love that you thought about that.
Make me a survival check with advantage. You got full visual here as you scurry up the nearest tree. Oh, and I don't have it up, so honor system. You guys let me know what you roll.
Drew,
15.
would you think I would have said 4 if
Yeah, I thought you were setting me up for your next 20, so I wouldn't check.
resistant be damned.
14. See, that's fake. That's bullshit. No, with a 14, you place your hand on the tree trunk and realize that it's got fantasy ants coming out of it. But they're fantasy sugar ants, so you're not worried about it. But you do see, like, looking at camp, probably like 30 feet into the jungle, you see what look like bright eyes. 3 of them. They don't notice you, but you see them.
I'm not gonna wake people up yet, but I'm going to keep an eye on them and see if they approach us.
Yeah, the next
Keen
few
eye.
hours pass, like, slowly. There's kind of a tensosity. Ooh, that's definitely not a word. There's a tension in the air. But the creature doesn't move. After an hour, 2 hours, the creature stays almost completely motionless. But you can't make out, like, what its body looks like. It's like surrounded by foliage.
I'm just gonna wait until everyone's well rested, then I'm gonna let them know about the creature.
Everyone dies. No, you guys wake up in the morning, and Angus, it's almost between eye blinks because you've been focused on this creature for a long time. You lose your concentration for maybe just a second, and you look back, you know where it was, and there's nothing. And it is daybreak. And what would you guys like to do? That was pretty good.
Good morning.
Is this how Aldar always starts?
Oh, he's thinking of bacon. Yep.
Can I send Simone up to see if she can see the ship in any way, shape, or form? Or like an orientation of things?
Yeah, I don't. You think you have to roll for it? Simone, you gesture beautifully, like a flowing. I like to think it's like water bending. There's a lot of like wiggling of the extremities. But Simone does erupt from your palm, and even from this far into the island, she soars. I think her distance is 100 feet into the air that she could be from you. And yeah, there seems to be something floating in the distance of where you think you made landfall.
Where we made landfall originally?
Yes, ma'am.
I relay this to the team.
Mate. Let's get back to the boat. Which way do we need to go?
With Simone's guidance, you guys know that it's basically a straight shot.
South?
Southeast.
Yeah.
Southeast.
And for those of
Where's
us
that
who are
map again?
southeast.
Is the forest still like really dense?
No, as you guys look around, the forest is much, much less dense than you remember it on the way in.
So we're not going to skirt the coast. We're going to go straight through it, huh? Does that sound like a plan?
You'll be able to traverse much quickly going straight through.
Okay.
Guys, is the forest becoming less dense, or is it me?
No, mate. I think your eyes are not deceiving you, mate.
I'm gonna do a nature check. Oh man.
Try it, mate.
2.
2, and no, it was a 2. and now I know that I could be outside.
You're a little worried about what this green stuff could be, and you're worried that all the leaves are fantasy poison ivy.
Yeah. I can't discern dream from reality.
Yeah.
I will look around and also do a nature check.
Okay.
Now that I'm awake. Oh wow. It was a 3, but I have a +6. It was a 9.
With a 9, you do recognize that, like, you're seeing significantly more flowers and wildflowers, and, like, less, like, bramble and, like, thorny vines as climbing up the trees around. You could have sworn on the way in, rarely did you see any of these trees that didn't have, like, some sort of creeping vine, and you're seeing very, very little of it now.
Are there any small woodland creatures that have appeared?
I think we should record that and just like have you hit that button whenever we enter a new space.
A soundboard.
Not currently, other than the fantasy anthill that is nearby, growing out of a tree that Angus can help you find. But other than that, you don't see any woodland creatures.
Unfortunate. Do you guys want me to lead the way again? You know, in case there's another booby trap I can fall into for the team.
That sounds good to me, mate. I'll be right behind you.
We're all embracing our roles, and I think that's important. Trap finder.
I'm gonna warn the group about the creature that was watching us last night, and that we should be wary of.
How many eyes did you say you saw?
I think it was like 8.
8 eyes?
It was 3.
That's the one. That's
one thing with 3 eyes, or was it like?
It felt like one thing with 3 eyes.
Did you see how many paws it had?
I didn't see any bodies, just eyes. I did feel a little bit of Riz going on.
Riz, you say?
It was definitely eyeing me.
By chance, did you have the thigh jerky before you went up there? Because that may have affected why you saw 3 eyes.
Yeah. Wait.
Fermented thigh jerky.
Yeah, that thigh jerky's going real wrong or real right. You know what I mean?
Well, I was having a real good time last night.
Ah. I think I need
Hey,
too much
guys.
salt. Yep.
Question:
Yes,
Do you guys
Captain.
want to head out to the boat, or do you guys want to explore here more while we're in this island?
Hey, that's up to you, Mike. For
No, it's
me, at
up
least.
to the- Yeah, it's up to the group, buddy.
Personally, I'm
Mhm.
scared of this island, but I've been away from the water a little too long now. I'm getting antsy. But if we want to explore anything else, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have ever agreed, but yeah, no, this island's kind of giving me the weird vibes. I kind of miss
Heebie-jeebies?
my little, I miss my little dinghy. Not gonna lie,
All right.
it's been so long.
Any other desires to stay here? Because otherwise, we'll set course back to the boat and do both things.
I'm good to go, mate.
All right, cool. Angus, you good too?
Good to go. I'm just gonna
Let's do
stick
it.
behind and lurk behind the group and see if
Do what
maybe
you do best.
we're being followed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna always assume that Angus is taking up like a comfortable distance, making sure you're like checking for ambushes basically, and that old boy Nomad will always lead. Unless you guys tell me otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of like, because every time I've asked, that's been the order, so I feel like we'll just keep that.
We've made it this far.
Yeah,
Cool with
that feels like a good marching order. But again, you ever change your mind, just let me know. But go ahead, Nomad, southeast. Make me a survival check. Let's see if you can determine which way is southeast.
Do I have advantage? Because
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
proficiency
Sarah-
in-
You know what?
Maps
No,
and
no.
everything?
That's not fair. Because Sarah is literally pointing
Sarah,
and saying,
yeah.
go that way. Not Sarah, just
She knows the
Amaya.
way.
Amaya's like, go that way, so you don't have to roll.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But go ahead and roll me a check. It's not any kind of
Still
check. It's a
survival.
special one. Oh, just a 1d8.
1d8.
Yeah.
A 5.
Yeah, you guys walk for several hours, and more, you're seeing, like, much less. The paths are much wider, and the foliage is, like withdrawn. Like, you can see the ground. And after a few hours of walking, you come across a large stone. It is not an archway, but it's like a large, flat stone next to the path you're walking on. It kind of looks like a mound, but it's clearly like not fantasy granite, and it's got
Like
some
liquid.
like lichen grown on
I would like to lick it to see if it tasted like the stones we previously encountered.
it. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 4.
Yeah, you get a sweet sticky lick on this rock. None of the residue comes off, and this tastes like you've licked a lot of rocks. This tastes
Yep.
very similar to the rocks you've licked before.
All right. So I don't get any saltiness like I was getting before.
Then you vomit. No, you don't. It's just a rock.
All right, beautiful. Okay, well, group, this is a rock. So,
Noted.
Mm.
I'll log it into the captain's log when I get back to the ship.
yep.
In
You
the
actually
back,
want
just
to try to
whisper, nice rock.
you want to try to take it to the ship? Is it like manageable?
Oh,
for all this?
no. It is a like
Oh.
boulder.
Oh,
This is like
okay.
a rock. Like the other half of it is underground. It is significant.
Okay.
Can you climb it?
I mean, you can try. It's a rock.
Nah, I won't do it.
See, I feel like you're
Okay.
metagaming. I'm not like wink
think
saying
about
don't climb it. If you want to climb it, climb the rock.
Did you say it was a pile of rocks? Or
No.
was it
It's
just-
one big rock. Think of like not an obelisk. It's just a big ass rock. Like half of it's poking out the bottom.
I have
Or
a little
half of it.
flashback. A little flashback to a little Red Creek, and his grandpappy telling him, "Son, some rocks are not meant to be climbed."
Mm.
And Red River thinks to
Also-
himself, I will not climb that rock.
That's not an intrusive thought that crossed my mind. Also, fun fact about Red River: he was raised by his grandparents.
Yeah, that's locked
Oh.
in. That's canon, baby.
Did you have like two grandpas, two grandmas, or a grandpa, grandma?
Yeah, grandpa, grandma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nomad pretends to write that down in his invisible notebook.
Yeah, he doesn't have. Yeah, he's not old. He's clearly not holding anything, but he writes it down.
there
Sarah,
any
why are you putting
designs
this here?
Because it's King of the Rock.
Okay, all right. Were you saying I'm sorry?
Is there any designs on this rock, or is it just like viney and whatever?
I mean, you could investigate the rock, but I'm a person.
How about an Arcana check?
You want to get in there? You want to get your hands on this stinky rock?
I'm gonna investigate it first and see if that does anything. Which is a 5, so it does nothing.
Your brain ceases to function. No, you don't sense anything weird about the rock except it's covered in lichen, which is like a mossy green growth.
And then the Arcana check was an 11.
You open your fourth eye to sense what kind of magic is coming off of this rock. And after a moment, you feel like God's breath on the back of your neck. But then you realize it's just the wind, and there is nothing magical about this rock.
Since when do I have 3 eyes normally?
I didn't tell you about Amaya's secret third eye.
It's your imagination,
No.
sister.
Is that a reveal? Is that a reveal for you? No, that was a fun joke that I made.
I'm gonna take a sample of the lichen.
Oh,
Yeah. Angus, I was literally just gonna say we should sample some of this green stuff.
Are you eating it?
No, it might do well in the brew. You never know.
Okay. Yeah, you add to your inventory some lichen. How much do you guys get? Is it like a handful or is it like a scrape? Like an
I'm
arm
gonna skip a
scrape?
good amount. I would like to take like a couple samples, give some to Dabbleus too.
You guys go to town on this lichen. And as you scrape it away, underneath it, it looks like there's something carved into it.
Do I have a pass? My senses include passive perception, passive
Mhm.
investigation, and passive insight.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to use those, but I assume that I can tell things just by being around them. Or do I need
Yes,
to know
passive
something?
equals no roll. So if your passive perception is like 15, I don't know what it is, but if it's 15, and I have someone
It's
trying to
11.
sneak up on you, and their stealth is less than 11, I would say, Jaber, you sense someone is approaching you who's trying.
A rebel
to be-
rouser. Yeah. So I have a passive investigation of 10. Can I tell anything about this rock now that it's been peeled up a little bit?
Yeah, you notice as they're peeling away that there's like something etched into the stone.
who put the
Guys, these
SpongeBob
guys-
thing on the whiteboard?
That was your sister, I think.
That's my
Um,
motivation. I want to climb this fucking rock again.
Okay. It's like 11 feet tall.
Is it Ancient Aquan?
Sarah, you look at this thing. It's hard to tell the lichen covering everything right now. You've removed the lichen over a small section.
I keep removing it to see what more is revealed.
You frantically scratch at this lichen, and it fills your lungs with hatred. No, it doesn't. But it does reveal that there is what looks to be ancient Aquad written on this stone.
Does the Asian Aquan say Kyle was here?
It says Kyle was here. Have you been looking at my notes? God damn it.
That's my.
I believe my pie chart is full on Ancient Aquan.
You take a moment to, first of all, understand that Amaya is much smarter and better than Jasora. And you begin reading this ancient Aquan. And it's only a few short phrases and a number. But it'll take you a few minutes to sort it out. Aldar, make me an athletics check. What's up, sir?
I was
No, go ahead.
I want to see if Red River can give me a boost as well. Does that give me advantage?
Hell yeah, it does. If he says yes, he might say no.
Yeah, I do the traditional, you bend your knee forward so that he can prop it up, and I do the little hand basket maneuver.
I didn't do it with advantage, but I still got an 18. Athletic.
It sounds like
Roll
you
again.
bam
Roll again
up
just
the-
because you get a nat 20.
Yeah,
and
go for the
get
20
chance to
because
do-
you'll displace yourself up there. It's gonna be cool.
I'm also ready to catch him in case he falls.
Okay. So it's
That's
adorable.
into his arms. Yeah.
Wait, can we take the highest? Because that
Yeah.
was an 11 with
We're
advantage.
definitely gonna take the highest. Yeah, you with very little difficulty jump off of Red River's open palm as he launches you to the top, and yeah, you're standing on top of it, and you feel like more important and stronger than everyone else here. You have a sense of pride that maybe you always feel, but now it's come to the surface.
Roll my D10 to pull out.
Oh, okay.
Number 2. What is that for Magic Scabbard? Just a short sword.
Yeah.
And I'll say, how's that?
It glimmers in the sun. How loud do you say huzzah, would you say?
Pretty loud.
The
I
rock
won't
begins
say
to shudder underneath you. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Sarah, after watching these shenanigans, Amaya, you are able to read this large inscription after you've scraped away enough lichen. And it says a few words. The Aquan word for heat. The Aquan word for current. The ancient
Excuse me,
Aquan word for depth.
Hold on a second. Draw them into the heat, and then what was it?
Current. Like,
Tide, current.
yeah, like a current.
Correct. Okay.
And depth, 200.
And you said there were some numbers, like 12?
The number is 200.
Oh, the number is 200. I confer with Jasora.
Sora turns on her AirPods.
Beep boop bop boo beep boo.
Previously, when we have come across a number, I forget what that number was because I don't want to find it in my note. But
Classic
Drew,
Sora.
Is there any missing words that are hard to read, or are these all the words on there?
This is all the words on there, and it seems like old. Like, dare I say, ancient. Like imagine those caves in France where they find the cave stuff, like the drawings of the cave that's like super fucking old. It looks like that, but it's scratched so deeply into this rock that most of it is still visible.
could I utilize my I know a guy that
Heroic
could
inspiration.
possibly tell me what all of this ancient Aquan that we've come across mean?
Okay, so I know a guy is a button you can press exactly once for the entire campaign, and it's got to make sense
Never mind.
within the context of the campaign. I'm not sure I can make a logical leap that someone is in this forest with you and wanders out of the woods and is your old friend and begins explaining what this means.
Jimmy.
I want to give you autonomy, but I'm not sure I can meet you halfway here.
Jasora, do you think if we swim at a certain depth, well, maybe not you because you don't like going too far deep, but there might be something under the island? No, that doesn't make sense.
I assume because we've been told depth before. We've gotten another number for depth, but I cannot recall it unless Drew tells me.
I think it was Mukaton because you were standing on Angus's back, and I believe the depth at Mukaton was 350, but I'd also have to check my notes.
Okay.
And then I believe you guys shouted depth 350 as a password to get into a certain area, and then you kick the door down. But that's a months old memory.
Okay.
But I hear you, and I don't want to salt your game. If you wander into a place where someone like might be able to help you research that, we can revisit this. But
I'm
we're
gonna suggest,
you're
hey,
on a-
mate, you want me to set this rock on fire? Heat? Mates?
I don't think so.
It's not a good idea. Roger that.
Heat current depth 200.
I don't know if we have a complete puzzle here or part. Maybe this is the point where we should be able to solve it, or maybe it is just we put this in our quiver and annotate it for adding information to it. I'm assuming there's currents here that are warmer than other ones, but we need to explore more of the ocean if this puzzle is to make some sense.
Is anyone else very curious about how Aldar was planning on burning this rock? I don't think he has any like fire skills.
Score me up a torch and I'll do it.
I thought he was just gonna do the good old body heat or
Oh,
something.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna rub it real fast and it would just erupt in
friction.
flame. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I've written that would be interesting in this area. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
start
if
smacking this
anything,
rock with my short sword.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
while he's doing that, if anything, it looks like this has been here a while, and this spot is kind of on our ways back to Barter's Beach if we continue west. So we could always stop back, once we rethink, regroup. Maybe find some scuba diving gear.
I can't confirm that scuba diving or the technology therein exists.
I don't need scuba diving gear. I'm a mermaid.
Well, they would need scuba diving gear, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah. Did we get rid of that woodworking guy? Because I'd really like the dinghy to transform into a submarine kind of dealio. Is that possible?
He's at the island with Bartabas.
That's unfortunate.
His name's Rublin.
Can we send like a pigeon with a note attached so we could start working on this submarine? So when we get back, we just pick it up.
Do you have a pigeon that's trained and that knows the island that you're referring to? You want him to go to?
Trained is a loose term, but I do know a few birds that might be able to help us out.
On this island?
No, nothing lives on this island.
Well, Sora's friend just walked out of his house. Maybe he knows someone who's also on this island.
Is your Sora's friend a small woodland creature that I can chat with?
That's right, but they only know Portuguese, so you guys, there's not a language barrier.
Oh, that's fine. Nomad's been just freshening up on his Portuguese anyways.
It's Portuguese.
What does 3 damage do to this rock?
What was your roll to hit the rock?
3.
Out of a 1d20, you roll a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing at the rock, and you just hit it with the broad side of the sword. And you know how when you hit a ball, like a baseball, with a baseball bat wrong, and it kind of reverberates through your wrist? It feels like that. It feels shitty.
Oof.
Yeah, it feels
Do that
bad.
again.
Okay.
Hey guys, this rock's pretty solid, mates.
Rock solid.
To amuse Aldar, I will use my magical powers and throw little sparks in the air for his fire idea.
This is pretty moist lichen, so it doesn't catch on fire. But some of it does, darken.
So we're on to something. We are on.
It smells like bacon.
Oh no.
You begin eating the lichen. You guys are really good at Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright, I'm just gonna start walking. I'm
Hey, mates, can you somebody?
done with the rock.
You want me to stay here? Hey,
No, I think we should move. I think the rock's giving us everything it's gonna give us.
It's a rock.
I marked it
Yeah.
on the map. We'll come back for the rock. We're gonna bring a crew and we're taking the rock with us.
We couldn't even read it.
roger that, mates. I'm gonna shimmy my way down, nice and carefully.
You fall. No,
I hope.
the curvature is not super dangerous. You're able to navigate to the bottom.
Woo! All right.
When I thought of putting this rock here, I thought there were two options. I thought either you would walk right past it or investigate it and learn something. I did not consider a third option where you become obsessed with it and start hitting it. But if you guys want to continue, it's about midday, and just with the ease of your travel, you are making significantly better time than you did when you first came to the alley.
We're not walking, we're running.
I mean, are you running?
Should we start running, guys? Mates?
I don't want to exhaust ourselves.
That's true.
I feel like running is
freaking
way
plate
too.
armor.
Yeah, I feel like when you're walking and following the trap, it like kind of hurts. But when you're running, like I feel like you got enough built up momentum to seriously damage yourself. So
That's true.
Yeah, you're tired of yourself, and now you're in a trap.
Yeah.
He has a lot of experience, not setting, but in setting off traps. He's an expert.
Matt and I know a thing or two about getting stuck in traps.
Yeah, he knows how to look at it. Knows how bad that trap's gonna fuck you up. Make me a survival check, Nomad, as you guys continue southeast.
7.
You guys shuffle and guffle, and you come to a gorge after a few hours of walking. It's a little after midday, and it is wide. It's about 15 feet wide. You can go around it. You can see, like, leading to the east. Like, you basically lose some travel time, but you can go around it. But you think you can cut several hours. You can probably reach the beach in just a short bit if you're able to traverse it somehow.
All right, let's paint this picture. What are we looking at here?
I'm gonna draw it in here.
See,
I
good thing we weren't running, because I would have fucking gone right over the edge.
I was really looking forward to you guys running with the end and me explaining that your character, who you came up with backstory with, died at the bottom of a chasm. 15 foot.
Sounds like something I would do.
I'm gonna say at its thinnest point, it's 15 feet. So let's say here to here.
How deep are we talking about, champ?
At the bottom of this, there's like a lot of foliage. I don't know if you guys have ever, in my head, it's like the mountainy areas of Georgia, like the Appalachians, where like sometimes there's a gorge, you can't see the bottom, but it's just like trees and shit. So like it's hard to tell exactly how deep it is. It looks like you would probably get hurt.
The trees are. You can see the treetops, but you can't.
Yeah,
see the
exactly.
ground.
So like you don't know how tall those trees are. Like you don't know how dangerous the situation is.
But it's something to break your fall.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Yeah. Better than just rock.
Yeah, there could be a rock.
Steve, any
15
clever
foot
ideas?
At the least. It's what we're dealing with, 15 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's not like a crazy distance, but it's...
Yeah, but that's crazy. Like, is that a walking path, or is that some type of bridge?
No, this is just like a measurement.
A
Like,
ruler.
from
That's a
here to
measurement
here is
from
15, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
This, here, let me keep drawing. This is a grassy area, this is a grassy area. This is danger.
shit.
Here, let me put a little... What's a skull look like? Like that, and then that, and then little eyes.
How tall are the trees?
Little...
Yeah, we need trees down there, too.
Jesus Christ. Do you guys see what I'm dealing with here?
How tall are the trees that are near us, like in the grass?
Oh,
area?
like the trees around you? The shortest ones are saplings. They're like 5-6 feet. The tallest ones are like 10-20 feet.
Can we?
So
Are there
we're
any
gonna
20-foot ones near the pit?
Not directly near. Probably like 10 feet back. But they, like, what are you thinking? Like, chop it down, build like a bridge.
Can we like start chopping it down, and then like hang a rope on it and like pull it towards the death pit?
You can try.
Yeah,
That's gonna take some effort and time. But talk
I was
me
gonna
through.
balance beam it.
No, this is not a tree.
Yeah, no, well aware. We're gonna put the tree, and then I'm gonna balance beam it.
Yeah, it's gonna act as like a bridge for us as we drop it.
Okay, so you guys are gonna chop down a tree and somehow push it over. How are you gonna get to the other side?
So we're gonna stand it up. Well, once it's gone, right? Once it's chopped down, stand it up right on the edge, and then we're just gonna let it timber, and it's gonna fall with 5 extra feet. It's gonna be nice and sturdy. I'm gonna tie a rope to my waist. I'm gonna start walking.
I care about you guys, but first of all, that tree's not cut yet. Does anyone have an axe or something? Like, how are you even cutting this tree down?
Let's see what we got.
I don't know if you guys have ever cut down a tree in real life. It fucking sucks. It's not something that's done very quickly.
Well, that's in real life, Drew. That's not in.
Oh, that's right. In real life, we're not an 18 strength barbarian.
Exactly.
Okay, fair point. But I do need to know. I need someone to talk me through what this looks like.
I mean, does anybody have an axe of some sort, or does your little weapon have an axe feature? Can you keep
keep whipping it out?
An axe?
Yeah, I've got.
Damn it! It's a salami.
So great club, cutlass, katana, rapier, great sword, long sword, short sword, and dagger.
Do we get Hollywood physics where we can just bend the tree back like all the way? I sit on it and then release and it acts as a catapult. Is that Hollywood and D&D physics?
You do see one tree that looks a little bendy.
Oh, it's a little springy.
Yeah, you got a little spring in this tree.
What do you think, guys?
Salivating.
I was trying to kill you all episode last time, and you're gonna do it for me this time.
Guys, alternatively, we could go around the ravine.
Good.
I know it's boring. I know that's not sexy, but whatever. Let's just be mindful that whatever contraption we build, everybody has to successfully roll across. Or we can send a small scout party to go ahead and prep the boat. I'm also amenable to that.
And some of us aren't as athletic as others.
So you guys talk it out. I just want to let you know a rule. So, if your character has a strength score of 15 and is 6 feet tall, you can long jump 15 feet horizontally. Without, like that's just a thing you could do.
That's me, by the way.
I've got a calculator here in front of me.
I have a strength check of +6, and what is it? What is the other trait that you...
how Tall are you, and what's your strength score total?
Strength score is 6.
No. What's the big number?
Oh, it's
+6. You're like a 20 or something.
Yeah, yours is like fucking 18 then or something.
18, correct.
Okay, so how tall are you?
Depends. Is a single lady asking, or is it just between the girls?
It's not your fucking.
I'm out of the DMV.
It's not your Christian Mingle profile. It's in the DMV.
Yeah, okay, so the DMV. Oh, this would be funny, huh? Where the hell is it?
It's deep in there. I think it's under traits.
I went to background. All traits.
Yeah, it's deep in there. Wait, no, it's not. Where is it?
I'm a humanoid. My speed's 30 feet.
It's in here somewhere.
I'm
under background characteristics. Angus, I'm looking at Angus as he's 6 feet.
Character details? No.
I think we might have different
Physical.
screens.
Oh yeah, I'm here, but like my eyes are blue, my hair's red mohawk, but my height is blank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on,
well,
hold on.
you can just
Let me
tell
go to all. Yeah. Let me go. Just for my edification. Let me just go
Yeah,
real
we
quick.
need
back
to.
to-
Now I need to know how tall Red River is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to old school old school Red River.
I'm
Yeah, I
picturing
think
like
old ones, yeah.
average height, like 5'11", 6'1", nothing crazy. Because I feel like Angus is the tallest person.
Yeah, Angus or Aldar, one of
right.
the two.
I thought,
ain't me.
I said I was 6 foot on the dot.
Oh, okay. Is that does include the horns though?
No.
I don't think.
No way. No way.
Did we talk about the horns?
Well,
when
you
we were on
chopped
the
them
boat?
off.
Yeah, 6
I
foot
did.
on my old sheet. It was 6 foot, 225, 38 in male. Yep.
You want one 5'11", you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm 6 feet, but I'm also always in lifts because I have to be the tallest person.
Yeah.
But
You're
nobody
slightly.
knows
Yeah, no one knows. Everyone thinks you're 6'2".
Well, you're 6'2" and 2/4, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By
6'2"
my
with horns.
math, Red River can make this jump, and Aldar, without your armor, you can make this jump.
Oh shit.
I'm not
Well,
sure anyone else has a strong enough strength score to just do it straight up.
I'm not leaving the armor behind unless somebody else wants to carry it for me. Because I think I have a lot of armor on myself right now.
Do you guys does anybody have rope?
Do we have rope at one point?
Surely we can chuck a rope across the street if one of us is
I
standing
did
on the
have
other
rope. We
used
hope
it in the
I
quicksand.
collected it back after the quicksand. It was my rope.
Let's make sure we buy rope next time we're at a convenience store at a 7-Eleven.
Can we just walk around this? Cause
Let's do it. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's slip it. Seems like a salivating trap for a DM to set.
Yeah, he's trying to get us.
I literally presented you guys with a 15-foot chasm, and you guys said no, thank you. Yeah, make me a survival check, Nomad.
15.
Yeah, you guys traverse this ravine. It's a little longer around than you thought, but you are able to get around it. But it does take several hours. It's like late afternoon now. The path continues to be less dense than before. You guys were kind of walking single file on the way in, having to chop your way through. Now you can probably double, triple wide, and you're not having to cut nearly as many branches. However,
Side by side.
you notice no webs. There's nothing like the telltale signs of nature are missing. Does that make sense? Like, you're not hearing any crickets. You're not stepping through any webs. You're not seeing critters scurry in the like around you.
Yeah. As we're walking in there, I ask Angus, "Hey Angus, if you had to guesstimate, how big was the creature? How tall was it? The creature that you saw for the 3 eyes?"
Based on how far it was, Drew, do you think I could and how big the eyes were?
You think it was
rough
like
estimate?
at least it was on par with the height of the trees it was around. Like it was at least 8 feet tall.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know that it had the presence of like a creature that's at least 8 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red River, that sounds like that booger we saw on the beach.
Yeah.
The beach booger.
Beach booger.
Beach booger.
Not good.
Cannon.
BB.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was thinking in my head, as we're kicking some sand and just taking a quick break, I tell Aldar and Angus that I was thinking, depending on the size of the creature, maybe we set up a few trenches and cover them with leaves, see if we can catch it. But digging a freaking 8-foot trench for a creature that big, it's that's a tall order. It's a lot of work. The size of a dog, we dig a couple of them, maybe a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? But the size 8 foot, That's a lot of digging, son.
Yeah, it might be too much.
You can make a little grave for the creature to deposit you in.
We could just, Captain. We could make a grave big enough for one of its feet, and I'll be at the bottom of it, and then I'll just attack its foot when it steps on.
Bold.
Alternatively, it also occurs to me as I'm hearing you say that, Nomad, that we could dig, instead of digging a trap for him, we can dig like blinds for us, kind of like when you would a duck hunt or like an animal hunt. We would dig a couple of observatory places where we can get vantage point on it, and we're covered on leaves, and then we spring a trap sort of thing. We spring ourselves out of there, not a trap, and like surround it and see what's up. See if he wants to fisticuff or if it's a friendly thing that's shy.
I mean, we've been here for a week, and it hasn't come so close to us.
It
I mean,
hasn't hurt us yet.
came
Yep.
close to you when you were at the beach, but so far it has stayed at its own thing. Knock on wood, not to bring anything on. So I don't think we should go on the defense yet, just in case it appears to be.
What if it's a
It
big
takes a
mollywopper?
long way.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just let's just board the ship and get on with it.
Oh, what if it tastes delicious?
Alright, there's a strong counterpoint that I think is worth considering.
It
But
could
what
be
if it kills us?
like fancy bacon.
What if it thinks you're delicious?
Yeah. Why don't we can go back to
Are we the
fishing?
bacon in this situation?
That's
about
still a
bacon?
win.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not messing with us. It could have sprung on us at any time. Definitely has a size advantage. So maybe we leave it alone. And if he
Or
sees us leaving and he wanted help, maybe he'll approach us on our way out.
we could
Maybe, hey.
convince him to join the crew, and then we could take our island back from that little guy that stole it from us in the first place.
It's true, we could abduct it. Or ask
We
it
don't
be
need
part
to
of our
take
crew.
prisoners at every single island we go. We don't need to be
I-
picking up
We could
stray
ask
animals
it to be
every
part of our
time.
crew. I meant ask. Sorry.
No,
Damn,
we
that
don't need.
Biggie.
We don't need an 8-foot monster on the boat. It sounds like hell to me.
You know what I know about 8-foot monsters? They love being captured. So I think this is a great idea.
Better than the Kelpie.
Yeah, Christopher.
We have a couple.
The monster.
Ooh,
And the
Kelpie
whole like,
bacon.
zoo on our boat.
Hell yeah. Matt Damon too. It's great.
Menage. Might as well call us Mike
No,
Tyson.
Mike over here.
All right, let's get on that. As soon as we hit the beach, let's prep the boat and let's set sail.
It's about twilight. Well, no, it's probably like the sun is hanging low in the sky. You guys are a little sweat on your brow, but otherwise you're okay as you make your way. You finally make it to the beach, and to your surprise, you can see your ship less than a mile out into the water with its anchor in the water. And slightly down the shore, it looks like it's drifted further than you thought it would, is the dinghy.
Woo. Jasora, Maya, can you guys go check on the ship, and we'll go get the dinghy. You guys get ahead.
Head
So-
start on.
Sure.
Jasora, you
Yeah.
feel something.
Emotionally.
You feel, for the first time, you feel a feeling, and it feels icky. No,
Is she
Jasora,
tired?
you feel like wind on your face, and you hear something, and it's coming from the forest that you just left behind.
I don't like this.
Is it just a noise or does it say something?
It sounds like it's beckoning you, like when you go to feed a horse and they know it's like it's not hungry, it's happy to see you.
Do a check.
It's an animal sound.
Can I investigate?
Yeah. What are you just looking at the forest?
Yeah, I'll walk closer to the forest.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
12.
Yeah, you sense that there's a presence inside. Something's looking at you, but you know you can feel that like when someone's looking at you across the room before you look back at them. It's like that, but you can't find the source.
I say hello.
In your head, you hear the following. Hello, my child. You have done well. Come closer.
Again, the forest isn't dense or anything, right?
No. You're not sure where this voice is coming from, but like, you're standing in a regular forest. You don't see anything in front of you, but you can hear something clear as day.
I'm gonna just walk towards it. I'm not really gonna tell anyone or anything. I'm just gonna keep walking.
After like 20, 30 feet of stepping over some branches and whatnot, all of a sudden, it seems like it's appeared out of nowhere before you, is this towering stag. And it seems to have like matted fur at first, but as your eyes kind of adjust to this strange creature, you can see that it looks like there's vines and flowers growing out of its fur. And it's looking at you with two white eyes and a third kind of where its forehead is. These eyes are wide, and there are no pupils, but they emanate a slight glow. And its antlers are like pointing up in many directions, as you lose count of how many antlers this thing has. As it looks down on you, it's, at least now that you see it, at the tip of its antlers, it's probably 10 feet tall, but the eyes themselves are like 7 feet. And they look down at you, but you aren't scared. What do you do?
I ask if it was me that it was calling for.
Yes, child. Forgive my deception. I hid your floating trees. I hope you would be the one to cleanse this place.
Did we do that for you?
Yes. Thank you, little one.
Is there anything else that we can do for you while we're here?
There are others like me. Find them. Take this.
Ooh.
What did you say? It says demurely.
I forgot. What were you gonna give me?
Do you say that?
I say sorry, that was awkward.
You are hopefully not just like the rest. And nearby, like a tree shudders, like an old tree, and it like splits at its center. And you can see like a blue glowing light inside.
I look towards that. Oh.
I'm trying
Okay,
to draw it.
I look towards that, and then is the deer still there?
As you look to this blue light just for a moment and turn back, the deer is gone.
Dang it.
And inside this tree, assuming you investigated,
Yeah.
is like a folded up, like a rose, a blue glowing rose that has not yet bloomed.
I grab it. I take it.
You gently like pluck it away from its stem, and it separates easily, and you can feel there's some liquid inside. It's a very small amount of liquid, and this is a very delicate thing that you're holding. But you have it.
Can I Arcana check it?
Yes.
Rolled a 14.
A 14?
Yes.
It is like emanating with some sort of magical energy that you do not fully understand, but you do know that it feels like abjuration.
Okay. I'm going to go back out to the beach, get everyone's attention, and say, guys, I think I met y'all's
Jesus.
friend.
What friend
Where's
is
it
that?
at, mate? I'll get my sword out right now.
Oh, hell no, calm down.
You pull out a salami.
Sweet.
It called to me from the forest, and it was a giant freaking deer.
Oh shit.
But it had the 3 eyes, and it said thank you to us for cleansing the island. And then it told me that we should find more of his kind or their kind on elsewhere. And then they gave me this, and I showed them the rose.
What is that? Did you drink it?
No, I don't want to waste it. It's only got a little bit.
Do we know what it is?
is.
No. Did she tell you what it was? What did he tell you?
No,
Yeah,
it disappeared.
Oh.
And did they mention how we cleansed the island? Like, what did we do?
You want to burn it?
I'm just assuming it was the lava monster, but it didn't give me specifics.
Got it.
Interesting, mate.
But it looks sick.
Look cool.
Yeah.
Wonder
You
if
got
That we- when you
did it pass
kill
the
it?
vibe check?
All the vibes are there.
Okay.
Alright.
I like that. Good on you. Thank you for sharing that information.
No problem. Angus, were you going to make a comment?
was the flower wasn't fully bloomed, right? It was just a bud.
Yes, I believe so.
I wonder what would have happened if we let it bloom.
Rip.
Dang.
Never know.
Nah, I feel bad. But it told me to take it.
Oh, it did. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, maybe he meant like uproot the whole thing, you know, and like.
Yeah, and like keep it alive, you know.
Well, damn, that was what my DM did. I just said I was gonna grab it.
I think you made the right choice, fam. This is all good. If given the choice again, maybe we choose differently. Remember, we
DM
listen
didn't
and
give
we
me
don't
a
judge.
choice to
This boat
clip
is a
it.
safe spot, okay?
Get back to that boat, mates.
Remember it back.
Itching for it. I'm
Yeah,
running
right.
for the dinghy.
You're twitching for some boat action.
Boat jerky. Yeah.
It doesn't take a Maya or Chisora very long. Only a few minutes. You guys get not the skiff. What do we call the fancy dinghy? I thought we had a new name for the fancy dinghy.
Damn it.
Yeah, super dinghy.
Super dinghy sounds good.
Yeah, it's like equipped for battle or something.
Ultra
Right.
dinghy. But yeah, you find Doblis
What is
and
the
Christopher
combat
on the
dinghy?
ship.
I like combat dinghy. Can we make that canon?
The combat dinghy, the CD.
Dinghy.
Real quick, Kevin and I have to go. His parents just got back from traveling, so we just have to go say hello very quick.
Yeah, go do your
I
thing.
might
Let's take
go
that
away
five
for a second.
and come up with a good name for this dinghy. Actually, we already got it. Combat dinghy's pretty good.
Combat dinghy is
Yeah,
everything.
that sounds
that's,
good.
everything.
that's the move.
Yeah, just so you guys know, under the adventure tab, I sent a picture of Nomad in his 3D form.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's dope.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm looking. Oh shit, I like that. I like that a lot. You
I
ordered
ordered
it?
Very nice.
What's it?
You ordered it?
No,
Um,
no, I printed this myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
We were looking
Yeah.
at 3D printers today at Micro Center. They are so fucking cool, dude.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
I was gonna tell you guys, if you guys did invest in the STL files, you could send it my way. I'm still working on the 1-inch models. It's a little tricky depending on like how many extremities you have.
Mhm.
But that one I sent a picture of is a 4-inch. I could confidently print a 2-inch too. It's just a 1-inch that's kind of difficult.
How much fill did you put in this one? Is it 100% or does it got
Oh
air?
no, this
No.
was 20%.
20%.
The,
Okay.
Yeah, no, I did some investigation into this, and basically, people that print minis
Mhm.
with FDM printers, which is the filament type printers, they basically said lower the infill and
Yep.
increase the number of walls.
And that makes
Okay.
sense because you like it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be like dense on the inside.
Fuck
No.
the sound.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so it just has like it basically standard is like 3 walls. I bumped it up to 6 walls, and it's only at like 20% infill.
Can I-
But like
Can I ask a
when
question?
yeah, what's up?
As a man who's never finished what you were gonna say.
No, I was just gonna say like I've just casually like played around with like trying to like bend the quarterstaff, and it doesn't have any like give to it.
That's cool.
You know.
That's what I would want.
Yeah.
That'd be my first question. Like if I had a sword, I would hate for it to get bent, and I'd be pissed always looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, when you increase the like number of walls like that, like the infill technically at that spot would be less
Yeah.
because it's smaller. So like his like torso basically is probably like the widest part, and that has the least amount of infill. So
He's
It
got an
only took-
air gap.
yeah, it only took like 3 hours,
Nice.
which really isn't bad, and it was like I think close to like 80 grams of filament, which is basically like 80 cents. So
Nice.
Yeah, the spools are less than I thought. Like literally, we were there today, and they have the wall of spools, and I thought
Yeah.
they'd be more, but it's like $10, and it's it's a good bit of the filament stuff.
what brand were you saying, Drew?
I don't remember.
Do you know?
These
Okay.
fuckers were huge, dude. This is the biggest one I've seen that wasn't like in a video, like industrial. It was like a
Yeah.
refrigerator that you open and you could print like a 5-foot structure in. It was crazy.
Yeah, those are so cool.
Yeah, I was
They
like,
probably-
oh, this is
Yeah.
$2,500, but it's very cool.
Yeah, no, that's what awesome. What were we gonna ask, JP? Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, here was a question. I've never printed anything, 3D printed anything in my life, right?
Mhm.
So I was waiting for the things to mature, but I think they're way past maturing now. Like, I've been watching my friends do this stuff.
I felt the same way.
Um,
Like every year, I was like, man, I can't wait for this to be in everybody's house. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a series of questions. First of all, when did you get your machine?
This one I've only had for about 1.5 years. I got my first printer then probably about 4 years ago.
Let's go. Let's do a quick crash. Not that I'm trying to get into it, but maybe I am. What were the considerations you would? What advice would you give to somebody who doesn't have one but wants one in today's day and age, 2024, nearly 2025?
Honestly, I would do it because,
Keep going.
like Drew said, one, like the spools are like basically dirt cheap. Like for a kilogram, like I said, like this model was like 80 grams. For a kilogram, it's literally like $23 for a spool. Like super cheap. You could get literally any color.
Yeah, the wall I
materials.
saw was like every type of green, it was,
Yeah.
it's significant.
Yeah, and that wall probably really was not even that expensive.
Right.
Footprint, it's really not a bad footprint at all. Let me see here. The printer I have, the build plate size isn't like massive. It's right about 9 inches by 9 inches. But like for like basic stuff, it's not bad. size.
Is that the ideal size? Is that what the size you would recommend?
Yeah, I mean, for like the cost point. So like that, the one I have is pretty like typical size.
Is that's like the
they
standard one? That's not like for weirdos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they do everything in like millimeters, so it's like 235 by 235. But like, I literally went to what's that store called? It's
3D
like Home
printers
Goods?
and you? Oh.
Oh no, I'm talking like I went to Home Goods and I bought like a coffee table,
Mhm.
and the coffee table itself is like 24 inches by 24 inches, and the printer fits on it like perfectly.
That's
You
awesome.
know,
The one we were
So,
looking at
like-
today was at 10 by 10 by 10. Like that's the size, the cube, the theoretical cube of like space you could print things in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the really nice thing is like a lot of slicing softwares. One, like the printer company usually comes with their own software, but then so they usually have like more of like a basic mode where it's like, do you want to print this super fast or do you want to have like precision? And you select one or the other. But then like once you like get into it a little bit more, figure out what the settings mean, you can actually go in depth and like change everything yourself.
Optimize it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make it precise enough for your liking and the pieces you're making, but fast enough so that you're not needlessly waiting.
exactly. So like I'd say in total, like, and I mean honestly, like you can buy off Amazon, but I recommend actually buying from like the direct websites.
I like
just
that. I
because
like
they
that.
always have so many sales. Like
Give me an
right
example
now,
of a website. Yeah. That's an example.
the printer brand I have, which is I'd say it's pretty good. The slicing software is a little whack, but I'm actually like actively kind of working with them because I just like complained to them enough where they sent me a survey. They're like, tell us everything that's wrong with our printers or with the software.
What's the
So
company called?
Nice.
I'm doing that now. But yeah, so I have one called the Anchor Make, and literally the website, they're having a 50% off sale.
I imagine their bread and butter is service, right? Like they want to get you the product so that you'll buy filament and other shit from them, right? Like, is that
Yeah.
the game? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So well, because like obviously like they make their own filament that's quote unquote optimized for their printer.
Right.
You could buy it, literally anything. But now that we're looking at it, literally this printer, the exact one I have is 50% off.
I'm looking.
So
I'm actually on the website right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
typically it's the M5 3D printer. Normally 700, it's going for 350.
350 right now. Yeah.
Which is
That's just-
actually a steal.
Hell.
Yeah, and they're
That's
showing all the
that's a-
stuff you can make. Like it's, yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah,
so let's-
and then you can just add. Honestly, you don't need like. The only parts. The nice thing too is like, you could. I haven't turned mine on in a while. Before I printed the minifigure, which I printed today, and like it started right up. Like
Yeah.
there's no real issues or anything like that. I do have a new build plate coming in the mail, just because that's like a wear and tear kind of thing. But I think those are like $20 maybe. Like it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to me real quick about. I also got, by the way, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Anchor Make is the sponsor of today's.
Thank you, Anchor Mate.
Thank you, Anchor Make.
If you use the promo code Scattered C, it's gonna say it doesn't work. Just keep entering it. It'll eventually give you
Yeah.
10% off.
Let me preface it. We're gonna dive a little parenthesis into JP pet peeves. A big JP pet peeve is buying something to then rebuy the other version to then rebuy.
Right, yeah.
I understand that is a thing sometimes, right? But if you can shortcut the learning curve and you can do the research, sometimes you can get exactly the product that you're looking for because you know what you like and you know what you don't like, right?
Right.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Here, like for example, right? I'm looking at this side. Everything looks pretty cool. Is there enough wiggle room in this print? What does this printer not do? I guess is what I'm asking. What project would not undertake with this printer?
The only thing this printer can't do, right? So just to give you a little context, the very first printer I got, I purposely bought one that I had to like self-assemble, right? Because
Right.
I was like, I want
have
to
to
get
know it.
into this.
Yeah, you want to understand it.
Yeah, I bought one. They sent me the manual in Chinese and French, so I was like completely on my own, right? Like I was,
Yeah.
and I tried their customer service line. I didn't get anywhere, right? So I was actually cooked on that one. This, and then I upgraded to this one. The only thing this one doesn't do, mind you, you can, as long as you have your printer on, you could send prints from anywhere through your phone. So it has an app.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what I'm
start
seeing
print-
here. You can also monitor
Yeah.
it as it's printing. It's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
the M5 has a built-in camera, so you can do time-lapse videos and watch your prints as well.
Yeah, it's
Oh, very nice.
The only thing it does not do, which you would have to upgrade, you'd probably have to pay a little bit more money for something called bamboo printers. Those can print multicolor in the same print.
Okay.
So you can, the base model is 4 different colors you can load up at once. You could load up to 16 colors. And it will do its best in the slicing software to blend the colors like a real printer would, to do, almost any color. So that's the biggest thing with this one. It only prints single filament.
right.
Gotcha.
For example, because I went to a farmer's market, and I was thinking about this, and I don't know how it's done, so I'm gonna satisfy this question here. I think you know this answer. You know that everybody's selling these like iridescent kind of dragon eggs and little dragon things.
Those are all 3D printed. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I love them because they're fully articulating and they look so cool.
Yeah.
My question is: is the filament iridescent, meaning it's one kind of strand that it's printing? I can provide a picture. Or is it blending colors using different filaments?
No, so that is the type of filament they buy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that basically, filament itself is just like the plastic melted into the spool.
Correct.
Right.
The raw material.
So
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just how they make it. I'm actually looking now. They have silk filaments, glitter filaments, matte filaments, basic colors. They have a red, white, and green Christmas sale right now. It's pretty nice.
Hi-oh.
But yeah, so like I said, every printer brand has their own filament that quote unquote works the best. But you can go on Amazon, and as long as Amazon isn't saying that it's like $5, like a great amazing deal, like the filament will be okay. Like I've crossed like just regular Amazon brand of old filament I have with my new printer, and it was totally fine. You might just have to optimize the temperature a little bit, because every filament's like a temperature range of the melting, just based on how the plastic is made.
Yep. Pigmentation and all that stuff probably affects it somehow.
Oh yeah, no, 100% does. So like that one, you might have to do a test print, be like, oh, it came out a little shitty. I'm gonna make it hot or cold or whatever. You just optimize it a few times, and then the nice thing too is most splicing softwares, once you have your settings set, you can like save those settings. So every time you open up a new print, it's like boom, like
that
I'm ready.
profile's ready to go.
If we all lived in the same town, I would have bought this 2 years ago and printed all the bad guys you guys fight and shit.
Hell yeah.
But now I do have to. I don't mean to like throw a complete wrench into your thought process, but for printing minis, I would say that this type of printer isn't optimal. Like probably the ones from Hero Forge, they're not printed with filament. They're actually resin printers.
Resin.
Those though, you need a little bit. It's a whole lot more work, honestly. One, you probably need a decently well ventilated area, because unless you want to huff the resin.
Yeah, resin has a bunch of chemicals and shit that can fuck your life up, right?
We had one in the back of our drafting class, and it gets pretty stinky. Yeah, it's not great, but it wasn't anything too crazy.
It won't mess you up too good. To give you context, I guess I'm probably a little biased. The PhD I'm hoping to pursue is going to be designing new resins for 3D printers. So
Right on.
it's going to be like bio-based resins. So get away from the typical ones.
That's
yeah,
crazy. Are you serious?
Yeah. So there's like a very common like supplement called lipoic acid,
Yeah.
and you can basically use light to make it polymerize, just like the resins do. The resins are just acrylate-based ones, so it's like similar to like super glue and other things like that.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah, so I guess I'm a little biased, but you do need more infrastructure, right? Because once you print it, you have to
Cure it?
post-wash it.
Oh.
So you have to have. You could use ethanol or isopropyl alcohol. You could use either one of those. I mean, you can buy that shit on Amazon. It's just like, do you have somewhere to store it, right? And then you gotta like wash it with that, and then after, you have to do another post-curing after the fact. But in terms of minis, if that's like your main focus, that will give you the best resolution. Like I said, I'm struggling with like the 1-inch, but those printers can like pump them out like no tomorrow. But the builds area is much smaller on those typically, unless you're willing to put down some big bucks. But if you're just looking for like casual, things that aren't like super tiny, I'd say the normal like Anchor Make is the way to go. Or if you want the multicolor, you could check out Bamboo, BAMBU Labs. They have some pretty cool printers. I'd say their footprint's probably a little bigger, but everything's enclosed. Like they have a door on it, everything will be enclosed. Your filaments on the top will also be enclosed.
What was the software like again? They come with it?
Yeah, so you have like an infinite amount of options. You could like crossbreed softwares almost. So like the most common software probably used is Cura slicing software. Cura does make printers, but honestly they're pretty dog shit. So a lot of people just download the slicing software and use that. That's what I started using when I had my first printer that didn't come with any slicing software. I would like the one with the built-in camera, and like this one, since it connects to the internet and you could print from your phone, you do have to use their software to like print from your phone, unless you want to go through the hassle of setting up something like an Octopi and like, or a Raspberry Pi, and like coding it to like be able to like send things over the internet. But that's, I don't know your level of coding. For me, that's way too much.
No, I can't do that. Do you use anything like CAD, like softwares at all, like and then upload like the STL to it? Have you done anything like that?
Yeah, currently, actually, like during this session a little bit, I've been working on a file for one of my friends. I just use AutoCAD. They give Autodesk. Yeah, Autodesk gives a free educational thing. So
yep. I used to have that too for the educational. If you want to look into this, and you don't have to use AutoCAD, because I mean it's AutoCAD's a little like antiquated sometimes, but try out. What did we use? It is Onshape. If you've ever heard of that.
No, I haven't.
All free. It's open.
Okay.
It's an open environment. They everything you make that is on the free account though, it's public. So just keep that in mind.
And
that's
all right.
That's something. When I worked for Gilbert Industries, that's something we switched over from all the Autodesk products to this.
Really?
Yeah, but we were enterprise.
It's just like Onshape, like ON and then shape.
ON, yep, and then shape. Yep, all one word.
Interesting.
They have an app and everything. And I believe they're owned by, they got bought out by PTC, is that big company that has like, I think their main thing is like storage at PTC or PNC maybe. But yeah, we ended up going to their enterprise and never went back. There was a huge suite. They have so many things on there. they have a thing where people can develop their own APIs and put like to help out like with making like jet engines or something like that, or doing thermal analysis on things or hydrodynamic things. It is crazy all the add-ons and stuff they did on there. But yeah, you could. It's like there's another website. It's OpenCAD or FreeCAD, where everybody just uploads like things like those like characters, and you can just take it and print it out too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing, JP, is like one, at least I know AnchorMake has like their own like community files, but like there's tons of websites like Thingiverse or 3D Things. Like there's so many like free, open, like all those little like articulated lizard things or dragon things you're talking about. Like
Yep.
You can find
somebody's literally just downloading it and just mass printing it, you know.
Yeah, they've done all the work. Somebody else has done all the work.
We're talking about Etsy is like, because Catherine has a lot of creative stuff. I was like, man, these people are printing money because they've not done any work, like you said. They just have this STL file or whatever, and they just ship it to order in the color the person wants. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
And then honestly, all those people on Etsy are probably doing what I do. They're probably just ramping up the wall thickness and significantly decreasing the infill, and then
because they need to make it as cheaply as possible. They need to get as many as they can out of each filament.
Make it as light as possible.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, whatever. That's the game. That's the capitalist game.
Let's get back into it, but I will finalize with a Dungeon and Dragon, well, a dragon-related thing. These little articulating dragons. It was such a cool idea. The person had like a little farmer's market stand, and they were like, take your 3D printed dragon pet thing or whatever. They had frogs, he had spiders, he had all kinds of things. Cool.
Yeah.
And then he had a little box that I loved because he's like, adopt a misfit dragon or creature. Because
take our special boy who didn't print right.
Well, they didn't print right, and like they said the actual dragon, the same size, was $30 or $20 or whatever.
Right.
The little guy was $5. It was great. I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
Probably missing a foot or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's what makes it special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's that. You guys ready to get back into it?
Swiffer, Kevin, you guys there?
Yes, we're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just getting into some 3D printing.
Thank you for the explanation, Nomad.
Yeah, no worries. Like, and if you do have like any questions or anything too, you could always just like shoot me a Discord message.
Yeah, we could probably.
I love talking about this stuff. So.
Well, maybe you guys can invent 3D printing as you return to the ship with the dinghy, and Doblis is in the bottom working. Thank you so much. He has not responded to footsteps on the hull, but Christopher comes up and nuzzles you a little bit, Jasor.
I pet his head.
He bites your hand. No. He's fine. He loves it. He's been kind of jumping in, grabbing food. However, he well, I don't know how to tell you guys this. He did get into the food supply a bit. He was.
I'm gonna pull my sword out.
No, okay.
This might be time, mates. It might be time.
What's the damage here? Let's take stock.
You guys have 2 days of food left. You left with about 9 days of food.
God damn it!
I don't know if you've ever let an animal around food that's unsecured.
Yeah.
I said we ration it out. It was either he was gonna eat it or it was gonna go bad. We were on that island for like a
way too long.
That's true.
Yeah. It's okay. No hard feelings. We'll just make note of it and move on.
Aldar, make an attack roll. No, just.
I'm gonna I'll sheath the sword now.
Well, you unsheathed it and brought us salami and fed it to the Christopher.
I took a nibble off of it.
Yeah.
Christopher, you actually become fast friends with Christopher as he eats much of the salami in a single chomp. It's probably the end of the day of this day. So you guys can push forward, or you can take a nap and start fresh in the morning.
I think we start first in the morning. Everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doblis does greet you, Captain, and says, you've been... How does Doblis talk? Very, straight shot. Little Shatner with a little bit of science.
Robotic nerd.
Yes, well, it has been some time. Has there been a discovery of any relevance to my pursuits?
I had the same question for you. What kind of advancements have you made in our absence? But no, I proceeded to catch him up on our adventures in the island, including fighting the lava monster and subsequent bad guys. Also, I relay as best as I can, retell what Jasora had relayed to us about the creature and the liquid that was shared. Maybe you can identify what kind of liquid it is and what does it do. I'm assuming it's something good, but I don't know that with certainty. The creature was friendly to us. So I catch him up with all the happenings of the island, and I say, hey, what about you? What's been going on the boat? Any advancements in science? Anything noteworthy to share?
I have determined that the bow and stern of the ship are equally prudent in growing various fungi. However, the creature's manure has not been an effective accelerant in the growth process.
What about the notion that the ship itself may be sentient? Have
Yes.
you made any advances there?
I've spoken with Veronica at length. She does not understand herself. I think she is alive in the same way that... What is the child's story? Ugly girl, magic mirror, like this. I don't believe she is the ship. I believe she is in the ship.
She's trapped within the ship.
Difficult to test for.
Yeah, I can imagine that being difficult to test for.
I would be curious to see this plant you spoke of.
I'm curious to know if you have heard of any of these monsters or any of these creatures, or of this Aquan city, perhaps, or if you know any ancient Aquan.
I have dabbled. It has been many years. Languages
Do you like
are
riddles?
not interesting. I prefer things you can measure. Yes.
Yeah, understood. Later today, later today, why don't you guys, the merfolk, hang out, go over the data that we have, and see if you could come up with 3 different viable things we could test for.
I do enjoy a good test.
Yes. Perhaps it is more science-based than it is word-based, so yeah. Put your thinking hat on there, Douglas.
I never remove it, and he leaves.
Love that. Love that.
I'm gonna give Dobbles the lichen that we also scraped off.
Yes, it seems you've collected some detritus. Would you like me to throw this in the garbage for you?
If you want to get stomped out, perhaps.
What is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
I shall add it to my stash.
Thank you, Dobbles. I'm gonna pass.
Is it? Yeah. When you pat him, do you do like that baseball thing where like all the guys are like giving a little tap?
Good game.
The butt
A
cheek.
tap?
Yeah, a little butt cheek tap, like good Homer. Good Homer.
If you are doing that,
shoulder.
Doblis is not interested in that.
But he I don't think he would be. He wouldn't understand if that's normal.
Yeah,
Pleasantry or not.
I'm not sure the camaraderie vibe is fully locked in.
Okay, I'm just asking because
You get the sense that Doblis regards you as coworkers in the lightest possible understanding.
yeah, we're more like janitorial services. He's in charge of the land.
Right. Yeah. You guys are really moving this vessel, but otherwise, like, but it's also, I wouldn't say it's an active like dislike.
Yeah. He just doesn't have a lot of investment.
Yeah. He only, I think he's only had a scene with a couple of you guys. There are a few of you guys that he likes, but I'm not gonna bare Doblis' soul for you guys' entertainment.
He did provide us with some retrofitted some wings, so
That's true.
He He does have a modicum of investment.
And that is,
into our
yeah, that is
operation
the
here.
most excited you've seen. Like, he's of
His
Dallas,
love
you know,
language.
he loves,
You know,
yeah,
it's
his love language is discovery, is breaking new ground.
I'm gonna turn him into our Agent Q.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If you're familiar with 007,
Absolutely.
he will be our Q. Yeah.
He'll make something. But yeah, you guys basically, if you ever have ideas, put them to work. Otherwise, I've got things that I have a table of things he comes up with on his own. But if you guys ever want him to do something specific, don't hesitate.
Douglas, investigate. With this is such a great project for you, Douglas. I think there's no urgency on this, but see if there's a way that us air breathers can extend our time below the surface of the water. That could be via sub. It could be via a breathing apparatus of some sort. It could be via magic. Maybe some kind of potion we drink. But investigate, records and things like that, and designs for a way for us. Because right now, in our best attempt, we can do 2-3 minutes, maybe 4 if we're really clever and trained for it. We would like to double that capacity. So obviously the merfolk, you guys got to cover it out, but it would just be for us, the air breathers.
Yes, I could look into that, certainly.
Fuck it,
Sounds
triple
like
of doubles.
Would you be interested in perhaps I could cut some gills into one of you and record the results?
I don't think that would be necessary, but do think also of methods of propulsion above or below surface, whatever you think is clever. Anything that gives us mechanical advantage. Drew, this wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that maybe there are some fins out there that exist, like for non-merfolk people, or no?
Yeah, fin technology would exist, but like plastic doesn't, right? So the hard part is like finding a material that
Suitable
would
to make
last
fins
in
out of.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Weren't there those pants that could essentially give you a tail?
Yes, they're very expensive pants. I don't remember the name of them, but it was at a couple islands back.
Yeah.
The fancy clothing store, I believe, had the mermaid trousers.
Yep.
Prim's
Maybe something
Proppers.
like that.
Prim's Proppers.
Yes. But anyway, just food for thought.
I basically, just to give you guys a slight peek behind the curtain, you guys know how I give you guys wheels. Doblis, there's several things, but Doblis has wheels as well. And based on what's happening, or if you help, or if you don't help, or if you hinder, he's like actively investigating things.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. It just helps. It helps me track it, honestly. But yeah, you guys are kind of happy. Are you happy to be back on the ship? Like, I feel like maybe Nomad is happy to be back on the combat dinghy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely feeling relieved. Usually I'm more of a ground kind of person, but when the ground is fighting me back, with like the very thick, dense forest and everything, I'm not. I feel like Nomad has found that he's not a big fan of that. He likes when the Earth cooperates with him.
And so I understand the dinghy. You guys built like pontoons, kind of, right? Like this. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, there's Akkas and Amas.
And they kind of like pull in and pull out, like they could be
Correct.
like deployed. Okay, I was just making sure I remember that right.
Correct. Yeah. Gives it better stability. You can pick up more speed. You got it right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It is day. I'm gonna have to go back and do that math. It's been over a month. But yeah, it's daybreak, and do you guys ready to sail?
Yeah. I think Amaya is on deck to roll, and then Nomad will set course to uncharted territories.
Amaya, you bring in the hot heat. Go ahead and roll me a d20. And I guess I need to know what direction you guys are going.
I rolled a 17. And didn't we decide on like a western, southern type of situation, Nomad? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, from what I have notes on the map, we were going more west.
Yeah, we're trying
So
to go
we-
west because of the note that I got. Of
Yeah.
saying that to head west.
Yep. Also, I named this island with the lava monster. So
Okay, well, it does have a name, and I don't know where we landed on that, but it's Aoria.
But we don't know it. How would we know it?
I'm
There's no
just-
way for us to know it unless the deer whispered it to Jasora, which
let
it did
me
not.
let me think.
We-
During that
I put it-
encounter, it did whisper to Jasora. By the way, the name of this island is Aoria. Isn't that
Actually,
weird?
I do recall it saying thank you for cleansing this island of Aoria.
He did say that, didn't he?
it's in parentheses. So it's up for interpretation.
I mean, I can't choose what you guys feel in your heart, but the name of this island is Aoria.
Yeah, I mean, Nomad's the official map keeper, so it's going to be the island with the lava monster. Parentheses Aoria.
Great. I feel like you could flip those, but you know what? It's none of my business. I'm not the map person.
I could rock with that.
It's not my purview. You guys head west, and it feels good to be back at sea. They feel the waves cresting on either side. There's something romantic about it. As a Maya, you make eye contact with... No, just kidding. It's not romantic. It's just a pirate ship. But after a few hours of sailing around midday, Angus, you spot a ship on the horizon.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get my binoculars out.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
you
start
have those, but
investing.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my hand.
Oh, your
Your
binoculars. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
How does a 22 do?
Fuck yeah! Through your binoculars, you zoom in to 3 times, and you see the flag of the Viridian Empire, the green flag with the yellow lotus. And this ship looks large and heavy, but you're not seeing a mast. Like, typically when you see a ship on the horizon, obviously you see a mast rising over the waves. You do not see that here. However, you see that the dark wood of this ship with iron bands, and you see some movement on the deck. It is to your east.
I'm gonna warn the crew of the ship to our east that it's the gang of filibusters, aka the government,
It's the
aka the man.
The man.
It's the
I'm
man.
gonna go run down and I'm gonna hide that armor that we stole in the secret compartment.
You do that.
It's the foes.
5-0, throw away the stuff.
You guys start eating all the illegal mushrooms you had, and things get real weird.
For some reason, Davos disappears.
Yeah, no one can see Davos. I don't know where the fuck Davos is. He's a 2-striker. But even with a 22, you're not sure they've noticed you. But with the 22, I'll tell you, they are not moving. They are not. They are like stationary.
Okay, I'm gonna let the crew know that I don't think they're moving. I don't see a mass as well. Maybe we can pull a flanking maneuver and see if we can see what we can see.
I don't know. That seems like something we should avoid.
They might need help, but is that a good idea?
I don't know if we should get involved with the Viridian Empire.
Yeah, I think we should look for gigs, and I don't know if they have a gig. If they, I don't think they have money for us. I think it's probably more trouble. We need to find some adventure. Yeah. Normally, when we encounter them, we're trying to maneuver our way out of our encounters with them. So I would say we skirt out and just look for some adventure, something to put food on the table.
I don't know. Well, what if we help them out and they have a nice IOU?
Could be, yeah. Not
aren't we
opposed
on
to.
the run from them though? I'm
I know we
not
used to
sure
be.
We're
we do.
wanted still.
Drew,
Yeah.
quick break. Could we have, like a GTA meter thing?
I've
Yeah.
thought about that. I have
With our street
one,
cred.
but how do I say this without giving anything away?
We don't need
don't
to see it.
think you guys have a way to track that
Correct.
currently.
It's just our notion, right? But you have a meter behind the scenes of
I
like,
do.
our good standing with the different.
I have a
factions.
table called the reputation tracker.
They don't have walkie talkies. It's not instant, so I mean these
It
people
wouldn't be
could
instant.
be completely out of the know as well if we are
yeah, yes.
on the run.
And plus, in those
Then-
ages, because there's no photography, there's a lot of hearsay, kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's right. It's all a lot of like names and faces was very important back then.
Does
Yep.
the description of the boat not kind of sound like a military boat, like a war boat, sort of? If it's large.
Would I know it?
I was about to say
and-
Angus
Would
wouldn't
I-
know enough about the Viridian Empire to make that distinction.
I think I could make the distinction. I don't know if I need to roll for it or not.
Yeah, make me a history check with advantage because of your time serving in the Viridian Empire.
Damn it! I've rolled a non-advantage 17.
Okay, no, that's okay. You can go for a 20 if you want to get greedy.
Let's try it. I'm just doing this on the phone. It's lucky. 19. There we go.
So several things. Just from Angus's description and you knowing where to look. This type of vessel generally would be used to transport prisoners.
Ooh, okay.
The iron bands, that's basically built throughout the ship. It works as a makeshift, like, floating jail. One other thing you would know with a 19 is these are generally two ships. The prison barge and a corsair, which is a very fast but pretty small Viridian Empire vessel. But you do not see the second ship, but you would know protocol would mean this ship would not be by itself.
I go over to the edge and I look out and say, "Hey mates, that's a prison ship. I've seen those before. They usually come in pairs, though. There's usually a corsair ship, a smaller ship. Something's amiss. Doesn't look right, mates."
Based on your knowledge of the situation, would you advise that we steer clear? Like, these are dangerous prisoners. We can get in more trouble than we care for, or would you? What's your hunch tell you?
Mates, it could be something. Could be a prison break. You never know, mates. I'd say we could go by there close, not close enough to where they could jump onto our boats. And if we see anybody, we'd ask the situation. Be cautious, though.
Cautious.
Rest of the team,
Never.
you guys on board with that plan?
I'm gonna frantically get the attack dinghy ready. The combat
The
dinghy.
combat dinghy.
Ready to board, Captain.
So let's approach from a comfortable distance where they can't jump on board, and then we'll try to make contact with the ship.
Shouting distance.
Yeah, shouting distance. Megaphone shouting distance.
Yep.
All right, and so we set course for that.
Yeah, this is a pretty clear day. So you don't have to make a sailing check as you maneuver east. And as you get closer, what is that spell called? 1 second. Oh fuck, that's so loud. What's the distance? As you guys get 120 feet from this ship, Angus, you hear in your head, in a not loud but a very firm voice that says, "Halt! This is an official Viridian Empire prison barge. Please stop your vessel immediately.
I'm gonna immediately warn the group that I'm getting warnings from somebody from the Viridian ship that we need to halt our ship.
All right,
And
so we
what should we do?
let's halt it and just check in. Hey, who's the captain of that vessel? I shout.
From the deck of this ship, you see a green robed figure who seems to be pointing a finger at you, like a gun, like a finger gun, and you hear in your head, "Is it a Jedi?" Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said a Jedi.
Qui-Gon Jinn pulls out a fucking lightsaber and fucks you guys up.
We need to turn around now. Holy shit.
And in your head, Red River, you hear, "This is an official Viridian Empire prison barge. Please state your business."
Just sailing through here, making sure that all their fellow sailors are doing well. Just, are you in distress or everything is good?
One moment. And you see this robed figure disappear for just a minute or so. And now that you're closer, Angus, you have the best view of this. But the mast, now you can see, is broken off. Where the mast is supposed to be, the large, something broke the mast all the way off. And you do not see, the remnants of it. You see no sails, you see nothing. And this rogue figure returns with a man clad head to toe in shimmering plate armor that's glimmering green. And you see the wizard, I'm sorry, the rogue figure point at you again and say, we have encountered some difficulty. We accept any assistance required, but we do need to know your designation. What is the name of your ship? And who is your captain?
I am the captain. Is your name Harry by any chance? Last name Potter.
Stand by. Yep, it's me. It's me, Harry Potter. And next to him is Hagrid or some other person. I'm not much of a pothead. But no, this does have perfectly circular glasses, but it's not Harold Potter.
Okay. Well, what is your name, kind sir?
I will need your designation before we continue further, as is protocol.
Terry.
Yeah. And
His
so
name
is
is Terry. God damn it.
We are just a merchant ship in the business of moving goods. The RV Argana, and you're speaking to the captain. Your turn.
Yes, but god damn it, I can't think of any name but Harry. Just a second. My name is Terry.
What about Ron Weasley?
My name is Terry, and this is the Viridian Empire vessel Bloom, transporting prisoner to New Varys.
That's quite a cheery name for such a ship. Yeah.
We
so
encountered
anyway.
some difficult storms that rendered us inoperable. Our escort has sent for help days hence.
If you're following protocol, your escort would be a Corsair, so I think you guys are in pretty good shape.
Yes, we happy to accept any assistance. However, I would only have you come to our ship one at a time. One of you is fine. Do you have a handy carpenter on deck?
We do not. Our carpenter is at home.
We have little to trade, as we're not allowed to trade weapons, as is the Viridian Empire protocol. But we do have various goods for trade in exchange for your assistance.
Go on.
If you can provide adequate timber and the capacity to build a new mast for us, we can give you. We have significant rations. We are overstocked.
I have carpenter's tools. Would I be able to lend them my tools and then I guess like we can give them some wood.
Yeah,
Couldn't we try ship writing? I mean, that's what we do to fix ours.
yeah. I have a proposition. There, Captain. If we have some lumber and some skills, my crew is in desperate need of money and resources, right? Yeah, and I understand your ability to provide such may be limited, but it's just two sailors out here at sea. We could build a mast for you here and float it over to you, minimizing risk for both your crew and mine, and leave it in contact, and in exchange you handsomely reward us for our effort.
You see the wizard. I'm sorry, the rogue figure and the supposed captain, like chatting back at each other furiously. Not furiously, they're not angry, but they're actively talking to each other. And he points back, and you hear in your head, "This would be amenable. Please send over your best shipwrightsman to assess the damage to create a repair."
Captain, with all due respect, none of my crew will be boarding your crew until certain assurances can be made. So, the primary assurance is you'll need to board this vessel here unarmed, and then we can send folks over there just to have you make sure that no funny business will happen. Those are the terms.
You have my word that there will be no supposed business of the funny nature. However, I cannot abandon our protocol.
I understand. Your lack of flexibility may or may not cost you your mission, and I respect that, but we have our protocol that we have to also observe, and I'm not putting my crew at risk for your protocol, so it seems like we are at a stalemate. Do you propose any clever solutions, or shall we continue on our journey and find other amiable parties that are more flexible than you are?
They're now like gesturing to each other. Make a persuasion check, Redder. I don't think intimidation fits. I'm trying to think of what the other skills are.
No, I'm not at an intimidating point yet.
Yeah, I think we're persuasion. I think that's the best one.
Yeah, we're Persuasion Town, and next to it is Flavor Town.
Yeah, it's right. It's right down the street from Flavor Town, and Guy Fieri. Oh, and the guy in the armor looks just like Guy Fieri. It's unrelated. It's just a fun coincidence.
Seems totally related.
Yeah, it's just a weird coincidence that is happening right now. Jaber, did you roll it? I don't have the stuff up.
No, hold on a second. I lost my fucking window. I have now 17 tabs open.
Look at that multi-tab lifestyle.
Yeah, I now have tabs open on 3D printers that I shouldn't be looking at.
Your tabs have tabs.
3D printing.
Yeah, I still have it up as well.
Yeah, persuasion check.
I bet fucking Adam's getting kickbacks.
I don't want to mind after that good sales pitch.
Yeah,
that rolled a 14.
They're gesturing each other like for a long moment, and after like 5 minutes, like you've kind of given up. You're like, this is obviously not happening. You hear in your head as the rogue figure points at you. He says, "We have decided this exchange is amenable. Please, do you have a dinghy? As we would prefer you not approach with your main vessel. You understand?"
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, you just jump in the water and we'll come pick you up.
Ah, very well. He gestures to the captain, who is like, you can hear, like, you can see from their body language. The captain is like, you don't have to do, like, don't do this. Like, this is a dangerous thing. And the rogue wizard, damn it, figure seems to be like calm, like, no, it's fine, I've got this. As he hops in the water and begins treading.
Yep. So then, let's put the dinghy in the water. Let's go pick up this man. Who's gonna go pick him up? We need somebody to maneuver the dinghy, and then at least 1 or 2 people to secure the passenger, the guest, aka or prisoner, depending on their behavior.
Do we not also need to? Doesn't somebody also need to go and take lumber?
Yeah, someone needs to go over there to. Basically, my thinking is, have a chance to make a repair for this. You would need to look and see what the damage is first to see what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You see how much lumber you need?
Yeah, we'll do another trip for that. We got time.
Yeah, you can retrieve him first.
Yeah, let's retrieve him first, and then ask him. Doesn't he have a Bosun on hand to? We'll question him eye to eye because I don't like this yelling business. This funny
yelling
business.
and magicking. Yeah.
This magicking is not doing it for me. I like to see the pupils in the eyes when I'm questioning and interrogating. So yeah, let's bring him on board.
This feels like a Nomad job. Does Nomad go scoop him up?
Yep.
Yeah, as you get closer. Oh, good.
Who else is going with Nomad? Because somebody's got to maneuver the dinghy, and somebody else got to.
That's true. Somebody's gonna grab him.
No, I'll go. Nodar.
Nodar assembles.
A classic Nodar mission. Just what the f*** wanting.
Nodar stabs this man in the chest. No, you retrieve him, and now that you can see him, he is a slight man, probably middle-aged as far as you can tell, with elven features. As you return him to the ship.
Yeah, I'm thinking about some small talk with this guy.
Okay, he says, thank you for retrieving me. I do not love the water.
Ah, I don't like the water either. And then I'm just gonna look at. No, actually, I'm gonna look off in the distance, and then hope that Aldar says something cool.
Hello, mate.
There it was. Nailed it.
Are you some type of wizard, mate?
Yes, I've trained in the arcane arts.
Can you make bacon, mate?
I'm sorry?
It's a food.
No, I understand. I just want to make sure I heard you right. Did you just say, can I make bacon?
Yes, mate. We're really hungry.
What is your understanding of... You know what? I think we have a shipment of pork fat that we may be able to trade for your efforts. You may be in luck.
Are you kidding me, mate? On that boat.
Do you have any like pigs though, or just the fat?
No, it's the cured meats. I believe we have some belly fat from some beautiful Viridian piglins.
Ooh. I've got a curing system too, and it's portable. If you'd be interested about, possibly
You should see it, mate.
of the Empire.
How far away is this ship? I'd like to speak to your captain, please.
We've got a couple more minutes,
It's
mate.
120 feet. I feel like it's not that far.
Yeah, no, I definitely put the combat dinghy in slow mode.
Oh yeah, you're going at you put it in the first gear as you've held this man captive, basically.
We're going against the current now, mate.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. He says, no, tell me more.
Oh,
So, how much are you getting? Yeah, before
I thought we were going for the thigh jerky picture.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is slap some on your inner thigh, walk around with it, and the natural aromas of the body will help cure it.
Oh yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Oh yeah,
You can see it, mate.
Once we get on the
I don't wanna
boat, I'll
see it.
slap some on you. Don't worry.
As clearly as I possibly can, I do not want to see that.
I think you want to see
Mate,
it.
you got any jerky on you right now, mate? We could show them.
Oh, do I have jerky?
I think canonically he always has jerky.
I always have jerky.
No, it looks good. Yeah, I wish I could have some, but it's Lent, and I'm fantasy Catholic, so I can't eat that. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's the best part.
Damn, that's
It's
too bad.
actually seaweed. I've got seaweed on the left thigh.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm allergic to that also.
That's why I
Take
don't
one
like the
piece off.
water.
I'll take a piece off and eat it right in front of them.
Okay. Are we there? I feel like we're there. I can see the ship. I feel like we're there.
Yeah, we'll take the long way around the ship.
He jumps off of the... No. A montage of him looking unhappy happens, and then you guys are on the deck of the Argana.
Hello, mates. We brought him back. Here he
Yep.
is. Wizard dude. He
I
didn't make any
appreciate you meeting us
bacon.
halfway. He says he walks right past the two of them to address you, Red River, specifically.
Yeah. Hey, chap. So what is your position on the boat? And what's your name again? One more time.
Harry. I think I canonically said my name was Terry. So it's Terry Harry. It's mine.
Harry.
Harry
Yep. And what is your position on the boat?
Terry Haroldson. Well, I've been the medical practitioner here on this ship to make sure our guests are transported in a healthy manner. Our bosun has fallen ill, and I have been able to revive him. And of course, it's raining, then it poured, literally, and our mast was snapped in a recent storm, and we've been out here for over a day. We decided to dispatch our Corsair to friendly space to bring a carpenter or bosun back.
Yeah. Interesting. What's the captain's name?
The captain's name? God damn it. He doesn't say that, that's me. Captain's name is Charles.
Ooh.
Charles. That's nice.
He prefers Chuck.
Yeah, that's cool. I rolled a persuasion check.
Are you
I
saying
think,
this to this man?
No, because I'm gonna lay some groundwork here.
Okay.
I said, hey, here, Terry, Harry. What is your ship carrying that is able to trade that your captain may have neglected to mention? What is the value of the goods there? Because we may have additional things and services we could render, if you know what I'm saying.
Bacon.
We do have some stores of various cured meats that we'd be happy to trade with you. We are transporting I would call them a very important person to an undisclosed location. You understand?
I do. Is that bacon all the only thing you have for trade?
So that we are able to trade above board. He looks at you, kind of gives you like a vibe check. I may have some personal stores available. I have various magical scrolls for spells I no longer need. I'd be happy to let you peruse them if you're able to take care of us.
Sounds good. Lastly, if I understand protocol correctly, you guys also have a certain amount of gold coins on board for such situations as this, where you may need to, pay for services rendered in the course of your voyage, because as you know, things happen out here at sea, like it happened to your mast.
Yes, we have a fairly generous per diem, but I would have to talk to the captain to access that.
Yeah, my question is, before we access it, what is the per diem availability? Like, what is the ship carrying on it?
Look, I've made quite a leap even to engage with you at this point, but the captains insist that I do not disclose exactly how much value we may or may not have in the unlikely events that you are, well, pirates.
Yeah, understood. Protocol. I get it. All right. We'll send our specialist out there, and yeah, we should be back in no time here. Thank
Who
you
would
very
be the most qualified person for you guys? Who's your bosun?
much. Probably Angus, and probably the bosun is MC. Sora?
Just would be the most
But
qualified.
I've been notorious for failing all of my ship writing.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, but
Um,
now's the time that you
Now's
don't
the-
fail.
My
This is the
ship
time
rating
you shine.
is 0 plus 0.
Yeah, because you're cute. Your job's eye candy and muscle, son.
I haven't filled out like any of my circle.
I felt that
Go
I
ahead.
did fill out a pie on ship writing.
Well, Sarah, Maya is good at everything. That's also
I
canonical.
know it all. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Jasora is the bosun.
Bosun.
So listen, two people, Jasora and an assistant. Who would be the assistant?
Am I?
Oh, okay.
because she's good at it. And then Zora can take credit.
That works.
Need a foreman. Yep.
Just a quick aside, I've been looking at other TTRPG systems that handle leveling in an interesting way that I'd love to pitch to you guys. Not pitch as in like change our game, but there's a lot of games where you get experience when you fail. The thinking is if you're failing at something, that's when you're gaining more experience than when you're succeeding. And I thought that was really clever.
That's clever because
you're learning.
Right, like that's when you would get the most experience is when you fail at doing something.
right, and if you succeed, yeah, exactly. You would be. I don't know who the.
So everyone would be level 30 at this point.
Yeah, I don't know who the Da Vinci of woodworking is, but you'd be that guy.
Yeah, but no, I think that's interesting. That's something I might try to incorporate. But just as a game, I feel like the system we're using is more successful. You're taking steps towards becoming a master at something. I don't know. I've been thinking about that, but I wanted to put it in you guys' heads too.
I love it.
Because
I love it.
It is a very interesting concept.
Yep.
But anyway, so Swiffer and Amaya are being escorted by probably Nodar, man in the dinghy.
Yeah.
As you guys approach this other ship in the dinghy, like you come up to the side where there's like kind of a built-in ladder, and you can see several guards standing at the top, like 4 guards with spears. They're not pointed at you, but they're like comfortably pointed in your direction. Like basically, if something goes wrong or if there's any funny business, they are prepared to strike with a vengeance.
Yep.
But Jasora and Amaya, you are able to climb onto the deck, and they are still pointing these spears at you.
Guess we'll be waiting in the dinghy.
Yeah, they are not interested in having more than them. As a matter of fact, the most heavily armored person steps forward and says, I thought there'd only be one of you.
They're here just to transport us, and I'm here to assist. And we have to tell them how much lumber to get, so they're gonna stay there until we let them know, until we assess the damage to the mast.
As long as they stay in their ship, there won't be any issues with us. Jorge, show them to the broken mast.
Oh yeah, Jorge.
Jorge, nameless. No, he's not nameless. His name's Jorge. Featureless gentleman escorts you to where the mast is, kind of centered near the back of this ship. It's oddly designed. You guys have not first person's been on the deck of a ship that's designed this way. There's only one huge mast, and there's no like foremast that would theoretically control like the change of direction that a normal ship would have. While you're on the ship, you see a lot of iron, and there's 2 doors leading like deeper into the ship, but they are iron. They are not wooden doors, which strikes your eye. Make a shipwriting check, I guess, both of you. And Swiffer, we haven't played in a long time. I think you have a ring that helps you somehow.
18.
Jesus. Yeah, I think you bought an artisan's signet a while back. I don't know what it does.
Oh, I did.
I vaguely remember you doing that.
When I'm wearing it, I get a +2 bonus to any check you make with a set of artisan's tools.
And I assume you guys, we didn't explicitly say it, but I assume you bring over the carpenter's tools. Like you have your little toolbox.
Furthermore, you can add half your proficiency bonus to any check you make to use a set of artisan's tools with which you aren't proficient. Okay. So...
But Amaya rolled a gentleman's
and then add
bucket.
+2.
Yeah, you just add 2 to the roll, and I think Jasora said, Amaya got like a 17.
I got a 14.
Together, you guys,
18? It was an 18.
Jesus. I was gonna let the highest person fill in a piece of their shipwriting pie, but you both rolled high enough to where you both fill in 1 pie of your shipwriting, and you see that this mast is like built all the way through the ship. Like the mast of your ship connects to the deck and like stops there, but this mast goes deeper into the ship, and in order to repair it well, you would need to like replace all the way down into the hull, and you need access to the lower decks.
Let them know that we would have to see it further in order to fully assess the damage. This mast is pretty complicated. I can see it goes further into your ship.
Damn it, I was worried you'd say that. How fast can you do it? Oh, I didn't tell you.
I mean,
It would take you both working a full day.
it would take both of us working a full day.
Yeah, we can be amenable to that. We can discuss payment with your leader. But we can allow access to the lower decks, but you will be escorted.
Yeah.
Do I get a feel for how much wood?
Yeah, it's gonna take like 6 lumber packs. It's a very thick, heavy mast. And now that I realize, I guess you guys have no way of communicating back without driving back. But we can just
Can we fast forward through those scenes?
Yeah, we can fast forward through that.
And we can just do our full assessment,
Maybe.
get back,
I mean-
and relay.
Actually,
In a way,
Maya could do it with Simone. I think she could talk through Simone or some bullshit.
well,
Damn
and the guy with the was Harry Terry.
Yeah, Harry
has
Terry.
has a talking pistola with his fingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Harry Terry. He's pointing and they're But
Yeah,
basically, everyone is
we're
aware.
doing the inverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the inverse of what he was doing to our
Yeah,
ship.
yeah. You guys are
Oh,
shouting, you're
okay.
pointing. It's great.
I make a side note to secure a loudspeaker. Improvised.
Yeah. The moment
Something
you
better
can-
than something better than clasping my 2 hands to yell at these animals. And I'm sure that they have something back in the day. But anyway,
There is a spell called, I think Prestidigitation will allow you to boom your voice or something. There's a spell for it.
well, yeah, we'll get there. Fast forward montage.
Yeah.
Captain,
Everyone knows
my-
everything we said.
6 bundles is amiable. It's pushing it for us, but we need proper payment because 6 bundles at sea is not 6 bundles in land, as you already know. And we're not trying to price gouge you, but we need to be handsomely compensated before we start this. So there's like on the terms. But more importantly, if my crewmates are going to go anywhere below deck, I need you to guarantee their safety and a hazard paid for them, because I'm assuming prisoners are held below deck.
Harry
I need
says,
assurance.
I never mentioned prisoners.
Doesn't matter. They're going below deck. This is a prisoner ship. What's below deck? Monsters? Animals?
It's
What do you got there?
Yeah, it's prisoners. Yeah, we can, we can arrange payment. Stand by. He and the captain exchanged points. The captain shouts
yeah.
yes, no, as this not wizard points at him. And he says, the best we can do, I can give you what equates to 50 rations of salted meat,
Mm-hmm. I like that
And-
already, but it would
300 gold pieces, as well as a scroll.
that's amiable to us. Yeah. Let's not haggle. Let's get you guys on their way, and we'll get on our way.
And he offers you can, well, I don't know how to communicate this to you, but the magical scroll you can have is either message, the spell message, or the spell alarm. And basically, one of your wizard people could try to learn that.
Yep.
You guys don't have to decide right now.
Wizard people. Let's do a parenthesis just to decide that, just so that we know what the payment is going to be.
So,
Do you have a preference? People who know magic.
No preference. For me.
well, I can look them up real quick. Message is the spell he's using to communicate with his fingers. Basically, I'll just read you what the spell does. And I think even Angus could probably learn this. It's a transmutation wizard spell. You point towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper. Oh, I didn't know you could reply. That would make all this easier. But it can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. And then
Yeah.
alarm.
It is with alarm. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Alarm is. You set an alarm against intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a creature touches or enters the warded area.
God, both of them are useful.
When you cast
Message-
a spell, you can designate creatures that will not set off the alarm. You can choose mental or audible alarm.
Both of them are useful. Message is probably more useful more frequently. Alarm has certain useful applications, but it probably message is probably the better one.
Alarm is level 1. Message is a cantrip. If that matters.
Yep.
Kind of like the message one.
Yeah, I like the message one. I think we can have more use cases for it. So let's. Everybody good with message?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll set the terms for the. We agree on the terms of the payment. What the scroll will be. We'll take delivery of the scroll now, since we're putting our wood on your ship, and the salted meat, so that we can start making some bacon, and then we'll receive the gold payment upon delivery, since we're already starting the work and the wood is there.
That is amenable. I feel like they would only withhold the gold until it's finished, but the scroll and the rations they would send over.
Yep. Just to show a good faith, back to back.
Yeah.
Just a couple of sailors being reasonable. Okay. We'll do the work.
Your ship does get 6 lumber packs lighter.
Yep.
Did you already do that math, Adam, or is 8 the total you have now?
He's 3D printing more as we speak.
He's 3D printing more right as this very moment. I think you guys had 8 total, so now you're down to 2. However, your rations jumped to 70.
That's amiable.
With your high shipwriting checks before you guys get to work, you're escorted underneath, and you do hear like someone like rattling against the cage. Like they're trying to get out, but the soldiers try to like keep you basically in the section that you're in with a lantern. It is otherwise mostly dark in the hull. Basically, all I need to know is if Sarah, Jasora, or Amaya want to do any like investigating of the ship, or they focus on their work.
I choose to focus on my work.
Dude.
I'll do perception of my surroundings.
It's pretty dark down here. I don't know if you have dark vision, but otherwise you gotta do it with disadvantage.
I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, then you're gonna do this with disadvantage.
Okay. Wow, a nat 1 and a nat 20. And so,
Oh shit. Yeah, you're not able to make anything out other than you think you hear a
Fuck
figure
that.
at the far end of the ship.
what the hell? I continue on as normal.
Yeah, you guys work. It's a long, hard day. I don't know if there's anything else that you guys want to do on the ship. But you basically got a day to burn.
No, I'm fine with just working and getting off the ship.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything extra.
It's kind of smelly in there. The time passes. It's hard work, but you guys are doing the Lord's work. Jasora, when you're not sure where to hammer the nail, you look at your signet ring and it tells you... No, that's stupid. It just makes you feel more confident about your skills. But yeah, it's the end of the day, and they return Jasora and Amaya on the combat dinghy, 500 gold pieces richer. And Harry Terry, says, he goes to shake your hand, Red River.
Yep. And I shake his hand back. I said, hey, is there a copy of your paperwork?
What do you mean, our orders?
Yep.
Yeah, the captain should have them back on our ship.
All right, good. And they are orders from whom?
Viridian Empire. Admiral... Shit. Canonic... I haven't locked in the names of the admirals, but it's an it's an admiral.
Okay, cool. Just in case we ever run into your admiral, we can say that you guys did an amazing job and that you're worthy sailors. So sing your praises.
No, I can appreciate that. Admiral Oakhart.
Oakhart. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. What was the captain's name?
Chuck.
Chuck.
Charles Chuck.
Charles Chuck Lydell.
Chucky Charles.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, good luck on your journey. Is there anything else you need from us?
No, but I appreciate it. That. Thank you for your assistance today.
No problem. Question: your Corsair, when does it due back, and how do you guys link up if you take off now?
Well, since we've been able to help each other so much, we have a bell system.
Interesting.
We each have a partner bell. When one rings, the other rings no matter where else it is. We use this to communicate between the ships.
That's cool. I need to get one of those installed one day.
Yes, if we had any extra, I'd be happy to help. It's just we only have the one that we are currently using.
And just a question about the bells. I don't really care too much about the details because I'm sure it's all guarded and safe. But do the bells speak to other bells in other ships, or is it just
each bell only? Yeah, it only contacts its partner bell. As far as I know.
Got it. That's cool, man. Love that. All right, man. Well, good seeing you. Stay dry. We'll take you back to your boat.
But to answer your question, they should be along momentarily. We signal to them your assistance. We expect them within a few hours.
Awesome. Love to hear that. Okay.
And you guys go to sleep tonight. And doing not your first, maybe, but it's been a while since you did an intrinsically altruistic deed. You guys helped someone who was in need.
It's not our bread and butter, but every once in a while it happens.
It didn't feel natural, but God help me, I think you guys rose to the occasion.
I was tempted to slay him. I was waiting for him to drop the wrong word. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, son?"
Stab, murder.
Yeah.
We were almost on some gang shit, and we were just leaving them behind.
Yeah, about to muck that guy's duck right out.
That was a good call. That was a good call.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on who you would send.
Things could have gone different. You guys said the right spot.
Nomad and Aldar over there, it might have got real.
Shenanigans afoot. Yeah, the level-headed merfolk rose to the occasion, performed the repairs.
Take notes on that.
Yeah. Noted.
Yeah, but no, you guys did great. I think that's where we're going to end it here. I like to do climactic endings, but I think this is okay too. You guys got some work done here.
Yep.
Next week, we'll put it in the chat, but next week is Christmas Eve, so I doubt that's how that's going to happen. But I'll post what days I have available, and I'm hopeful we can play next week, but we'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
Depends on what everyone's Honda days look like.
I'm fairly available. Maybe not on Tuesday because obviously
Tuesday I probably can't do. Wednesday I probably can't do. But we'll.
But other days I'm able to. Other days.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll put a poll in the chat.
Yeah.
I think we can do it on Monday instead of Tuesday because Tuesday I'm out.
I would not mind doing Monday. Monday works for me as well, but I'm not sure everyone's work schedule probably gets weird.
I like Monday, but let's put it on.
Yeah, no pressure. We'll put a poll, and if it works, it works. But yeah, we'll do it then. But good job, guys. I know it's hard to get back in the rhythm after we take breaks, but you guys did great.
Oh,
now there's only one thing left.
Name the episode.
Swiffer, go ahead and name the episode.
Something about bacon.
Bacon dreams, like a pun about bacon.
Baking dreams.
Virtuous Viridian.
We could talk about
Virtuous
about the pigs, or because we were also getting chased by the 5-0. What we thought we were.
Piggy's on deck.
Piggy's on deck.
I don't know. I like Virtuo's Viridian, but that's why do that when we could do a silly dumb name? Like, is that a salami, or are you just happy to see me? But good job, guys. Oh, I did not at all test this stream, so hopefully this recorded.
It was fine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I told all of you, but we lost one. We lost our first one, yeah. But it's all right.
Yeah, we did.
That was bound to happen. I've got some technical stuff that I have planned for 2025. I've decided I'm just going to put the work in. I'll let you guys know when we're going to Tailspire. Like, I'll let you know hopefully a week in advance.
Yeah.
But yeah, some fun stuff planned. I'm excited to, yeah, I'm very excited about where we're going.
Interesting.
I think our title
will be Tailspiring it up, or
sometimes
on occasion.
Yeah, I want basically. I'll give you a little primer, little preview. I'm trying to build the Argana in Tailspire, and then like Barter's Beach, and allow you guys to make modifications that will reflect on it.
Right, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'll probably need a few weeks. That's a 2025 thing, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I like it. I think our episode name, and I have no idea, so I'll leave it up to Swiffer, but it should include something about 3D printers and something about bacon.
That was a big part. It was like 45 minutes of that.
There's no way we talked for 45 minutes.
It was like 30.
No.
Yeah.
It was like 10.
3D print your own bacon.
It was
3D print your own bacon.
A little bit
It
after
was more
9,
than
and then we
10.
started back up around 9:45 or something. So
Bacon. We could have gone for 6 hours.
Adam
Making
basically did like a monologue about 3D printing.
Making
I
bacon.
apologize. I got excited.
The man knows his 3D printing.
Yes.
good
All right,
stuff.
skaters.
All
I'm gonna
right.
jump into Helldivers for a quick second.
You're a better man than I. Hey, can you guys convince Louis to play D&D? That'd be great. Thanks.
I'll work on it. I'm working on it.
Go ahead and start chiseling away at the marble there.
Not happening, but yeah,
Hey, man, I'm a dreamer.
you dream.
I
Yep.
think I'm going Virtuous Viridian, but I won't post it till tomorrow. So Swiffer, when you wake up and have a great idea, just let me know what the name is.
Okay.
But good night, guys. Thank you.
Night,
Thank you for
good
coming.
fight.